About as canceled as I am now.
Ladies and gentle theys.
Ladies and gentle thems.
Yes, gentle thems. Perfect. All right. Hi, everybody.
What's up, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes?
I love that.
What's going on, all my fat ass havers?
Bienvenue, power bottoms. Invite me to the thing.
I thought I
shall
did,
join.
but I shall send you another invite.
Do it, you fool.
Do it now! Come on, do it now!
Do it.
Come on. We're Bucket's D&D campaign, and he had like an infernal demon that and then I realized, like, wait a minute, Bucket, I as a ranger, and I chose like demon or like
Fiends.
infernal as my favorite enemy. It's like, Bucket, I can technically understand their language because it says that in favorite enemy, and it's like, okay, so
Everyone
you can understand
could.
Okay,
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
could, because
you
it
have
was a
you have advantage on wisdom checks regarding your favorite enemy. Doesn't mean you know their language.
You can.
Yeah,
No, you also
because-
gain access to their to one of their language if they speak.
One of
Yeah,
them.
because
Okay.
Ella's a wizard
one
and
of
she
them
knew a
is
ton of
yeah.
languages, so she knew Infernal.
I see.
It was Infernal just by racial stuff and his preferred enemy, so everyone could hear this fucking demon just going like, "Come on, fight me! Come on!
Do it now! Do
Yeah,
it!
no, the best part
Do
is that I
it.
snuck up to him, like picked him up like fucking like Mario and Super Mario Brothers 2.
So long, Gabe Bowser.
And just tossed him into a fan.
No,
Giant
because
fan, and then I just said, "Oh no!" The
yeah, to set this up for you, I was on an Indiana Jones kick recently, and I was just like, oh, the plane fight with Pat Roach, where they're like fighting around the plane and he gets shoved
Yeah.
into the propeller.
Yes.
I want to do that. So currently they're in like a steam-powered factory that's like pumping out like hybrid, like mechanized, like horrible demon creatures, and the jet.
As one does. As one does.
It's like a big round chamber with steam from the floor and a propeller like slowly rotating in a catwalk around it. So the foreman is like a bearded devil that's just sitting in there. And anytime someone comes in there, because there's like a magical suppression field, and it also like immediately takes away all your equipment because it's like no authorized like contraband or
Yeah.
magic beyond this point. So he literally just sees people come in, strip off his shirt, and gets in a fist fight with people. So he ended up knocking Courtney out, and then he just like got tossed to the big propeller by Yak. And I was
Yeah.
just like, well, I want him to be Pat Roach, but I don't want him to be obviously Pat Roach. How do I cover it up a little bit?
I
I'll
mean,
just make a Big John.
It happens to the
John.
best of us. It happens to the best of us. Being
Yeah.
thrown into a propeller, fighting on a plane.
No, put me down.
No, come on, kill me.
Who among us has never done it before?
Among Us.
No, Among Us has not had an aviation accident.
Who among us has not killed other people?
Among Us.
Ah,
Oh, Among Us has not been.
Redis swallows. Redis sours.
I'm here for Sarah I saw her vent in maintenance. I'll be back. God, I think
Sorry,
that might be-
sorry,
I think
my wife is calling me. I'll be back.
Hold on.
All right, we
Issues. I have to leave this like.
what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we
Well,
gonna
there's a
do?
fort and fort. There's a fort of fortune.
Yeah, the
staring
fort of fortune active right
directly
now.
in front
All right,
of us.
let's do it.
Slap on a.
Let's
do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What are we slapping
what-
on? Do we want to do more order souls?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's slap on another order.
Baron, look back. Look over here. Look over here.
No.
I have a puppy.
Oh, you got my dog.
It's my dog. Look at this one.
I'm bringing my dog over. Dog seat. Put the dog down. Hold on.
Put the dog now.
Put the dog down. No.
I'm right here.
Oh,
Look.
Please.
Oh, he looks adorable.
Doggy.
Oh.
I don't have the
Oh.
dog.
Do we
I
need to get
boxed
booked?
instead.
Oh, weird.
Hold on.
I think my camera's.
I've got.
Did my camera
Rip.
stop working? Fuck me.
Yeah.
Mr. Revelation Z, thank you for the follow. Why?
Oh,
What the
are you
fuck?
Oh man, Rod is stream sniping me. Oh fuck.
I'm
yeah.
stream sniping you. I'm a terrible friend.
Oh man.
See?
Dang it. I thought I was going to grow from this. Shoot.
Elgato face cam. Is this the one? No.
Helado.
Pelado.
Drogado. Iado.
Escalera. Oh. Okay, hold on. I might have to turn off my camera hub and turn it back on. Did that work?
Oh hell yeah, my tea actually tastes like something this time.
Fuck. Why is my camera not working?
British moment.
It's called I've been subsisting on hot tea because I have COVID and I can't drink alcohol.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But yeah, because it also is fucked because I've been playing a lot of D
It was working.
for beer like all during quarantine, and I'm like I can't have any because I'm sick. But yeah, I've been drinking tea, and there's apple cinnamon tea downstairs. It's really good, and it's really hit or miss because it's either gonna taste like apple cinnamon.
I guess they never miss.
But yeah, this is the rare point where it actually tastes like something. But I'm guessing a lot of that taste is because I put honey in it.
I see. Makes sense to me. All right, my camera's back. I'm ready.
Good job.
Do you have a fox and it's called McCloud? Of course you do. Of
Oh,
course you
right.
do.
Yeah.
Of course.
You get out my fox.
Oh, he's so cute.
All range mode.
Hiya!
Here's my fox. Where's he at?
Yeah!
Impossible. Who are you guys? We're Star Fox.
Fox! Whoa!
Door barrel. Oh god, I remember for my birthday
Yeah,
stream,
that makes me sad.
Airport got me Dolphin emulator, so I was able to play Star Fox 64.
Oh yeah.
None of those words are in the Bible. None of those words are in the Bible.
Yeah, it's true.
I had Dolphin.
Airport got me Dolphin emulator so I could play Star Fox. 1 second. I need to make sure that my... Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Do we have the... Oh, shit. No, Bucket, vote for the thing.
I need to do it still. I'm sorry. 1 second.
I thought I did. No, if we get 2 out of 3, it should be fine.
Oh, I see. You get to...
Hold on.
You get to empower me in the Federation. God.
Oh yeah. Do you want to? If you want to crank it back around, we just got going. So. Oh, you hit anchor already.
Shinji, crank that soldier boy.
No, I went into the building and I guess forgot to stick the knife on the table because I know I went.
There we go.
No, I was going over and then Rod and I got distracted by showing each other our dogs. That's what happened.
Ah, yes. Who among us?
I'm a huge Fox. You're becoming more like your father. No, I really
Hiya!
used to be a huge Star Fox fan.
Hi, my name is Fox McCloud. My father is dead.
Yeah.
Hiya! Hiya!
Mission complete.
Mission complete. But like,
complete.
but like bass boosted to oblivion.
Mission complete.
No, I remember my. I used
Wait,
to,
hold on. Prepare your ears. Prepare your ears.
All right, I'm prepared. I'm playing.
Mission complete.
Oh god, I should get voice mod going.
So me and my cousin, we would make like silly names for all of like the melee fighters.
Yes.
And one of them, so for Fox, it was Fucks. For Samus, it was because the announcer said Sumus.
Was it
no
anus?
because the announcer said Sumus, we would just say Hummus.
Hummus. Fox McCloud.
Fucks.
I didn't make up funny names, but I would like make up names for the skins. Which the only two I remember is like Black and White Kirby was Great Depression Kirby.
My favorite thing about Ultimate. My favorite thing about Ultimate with the announcer is that they have this massive gap between the word duck and the word hunt. Duck hunt.
And it's the opposite problem in 3DS because there's too much of a guy, so he's like playing duck hunt. Like there's almost
duck
no
hunt.
in it. Duck hunt.
The cunt.
The vagina.
What's the one they've done in Melee where they've gone to the name announcer and it's like Ness, Mario, Pikachu, Samus, Ganondorf. Ganondorf is just flatter than all the rest.
The reason because of that is that they use the announcer for both the Japanese, American, and PAL regions, so it just sounds really off because it's a Japanese announcer trying to do like English.
Gotcha, I see.
And phonetically they're like a little bit off. That's why in Melee it was like Sumus, because he had no idea how to pronounce it.
Oh, is this a Mystery of the Druid situation?
Metroido.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Well, it's
Al's Pizza Palace has the best pizza in all of London.
In Smash Brothers Ultimate, or no, in Smash Brothers Brawl, it's King Dedede, because that's how you say it in Japan.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah.
The,
And then in Ultimate, it's King
Oh,
DDD.
yeah,
King
obviously they
DDD.
fixed it later.
Yeah.
I started
also
saying
the-
Samus as a joke for Samus, and I hate it.
Can we come up with new characters for Smash Brothers, but we have to say their names as the announcer?
Slap Bambo.
Oh!
President Obama.
Rosa and Rosa.
Senator Armstrong.
What's my? Oh yeah, my nicknames for Pikachu was just whatever hat he was wearing. Rat. So it was like Wizard Rat, Chef Rat, Pokemon Rat.
The lady who got her face eaten by a chimp. The chimp.
That's a
Spanish fascist leader Francisco Franco.
that's a long one.
Adolf Hitler.
Adolf Hitler.
Joseph Stalin.
Jotaro Kujo.
Louis from Pikmin 2.
Dr. Phil.
Swamp Thing.
Margot Robbie. Wait, what do we see?
Speaking of,
Heads up to our south. I see a brigantine and I see a sloop. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
but
that
yeah, the
might
Fort of
be
Fortune
where
disappeared, so we gotta find something to do now.
Well,
Wait,
I think
have
that
Captain Voyage.
I
Hold on.
think-
Brigantine east.
Yeah, no, that's where the fort was, guys.
Ooh, okay.
It's
yeah,
to 9 o'clock brigantine. Player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. So we could engage, or we could go do something else.
I say
And
let's
then
do something else.
Brigantine and sloop 12 o'clock.
Well, let's see. What do we have for quests?
I got voyages. Hold on, I'm looking.
I got.
We got 3 Merchant Alliance commissioned for Primrose, 2 Gold Hoarders, and 4 Order of Souls.
There's a rowboat over on that island.
Okay, slap an anchor.
Slap maker, slap maker, make me a slap.
We got a Gilded Voyage.
Whoa!
With a Skull of Destiny, and we got a
hit a
cargo
rock.
run of Legendary Prophet as well. Going through
I
regular
definitely hit a rock.
voyages. Yep, I'm on it. Stop blowing holes in my
Oh,
ship.
good. Hey, Febs. Fun
Febs.
fact: neither the Axes nor the Allies pass the Bechdel test.
They really don't.
You. Yeah, no, Febs has just been on the Bechdel test.
The
meme.
Bechdel test, yeah.
Did you know that no Metal Gear Solid passes the Bechdel test?
Bechdel test.
I think what did some
Yeah, because they keep
like
talking
the
about one man, Big Boss, the
2019
entire time.
2019 Joker passes the Bechdel test, but Midsummer doesn't, or something like that.
Oh my god.
I forget the one that doesn't, but I know that Joker passes the Bechdel
Was
test.
Oh yeah, speaking of
Oh.
Metal Gear, I actually did Jet.
I found a treasure chest.
on stream. Oh, okay, turning around.
There's gold.
Oh, Lapoggers.
Yeah, no, I did Jetstream Sam's DLC, and I got my ass kicked by Armstrong.
Did you know that he's Brazilian, just like me?
Yes, I know.
No, that's
We
that's my
know.
favorite. That's my favorite meme when Puss in Boots came out.
Where-
It's
where
like
are you
guy
going?
Takes down a giant only to almost get killed by a Brazilian, and it's Puss in Boots in Metal
Where-
Gear Rising.
Where are you going?
I wanted to pick you up.
Oh.
Anyway,
Get on. Okay, fine.
let's just.
I have a
order souls
girlfriend.
Oh,
It never
well,
beats me.
I've seen your pictures, and I'm like, God damn it, he's taken. Fuck.
to me. No, we talked about it earlier. We're like, yeah, Rod's hot.
Yeah.
Aw, thank
I
you.
saw actual pictures of him, and I was like, oh my God, he's fucking. Like, how am I
Yeah.
supposed to compete with this? Like, this is my streamer competition essentially. I'm
No,
blown out of the
I am not your competition. I am not your competition. I'm not your
No,
competition.
It's like whenever I see pictures of Alex or we're just like hanging out, and I just like look over at him, like when we're both like sleeping in the
I
same
just
bed. And I
compare
wake up in the
every-
middle of
I
the night.
compare
I'm just
all
like,
of
what the
my
fuck?
usuals.
He's hot. How'd I get so lucky? Like, how do I
Aw.
have him?
So,
Okay, all right, we're doing.
I have these 2 friends of mine, Mira and Jeff. I don't know if y'all.
My name's Jeff.
No, I don't know if y'all like inhabited the internet during like 2008 forward. If you've ever watched the Slenderman web series Everyman Hybrid, Jeff is one of the creators of the series. And we became very good friends roughly in 2017, like end of 2017. And he and I were gonna go to a Mothman festival in West Virginia next month, I
Oh
believe.
fuck yeah!
Yeah.
We
And
need to turn around. The Ghost Fleet is at Shipwreck Bay.
ooh, let's do that. I'm turning.
Yep.
Give me sails full right.
Let's
So
see, Ron or Io?
we're gonna head over there. But the joke is, Jeff is dating this blonde lady who is a beautiful woman. Mira is dating this bald guy who used to be blonde before he was bald. And I am dating this beautiful blonde lady of my own, Emily. And so we have decided.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
We have decided that we are part of the dating smoking blondes bay.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's dating smoking blondes gang.
Mm-hmm.
All right, making a heading to Shipwreck Bay.
Yeah, you're gonna go northwest. Where the fuck is Rum Runner's Isle?
In the wild, isn't it?
Rum Runner's Isle. Where are we? Trying to figure out where we are.
More like-
Oh,
Do you wanna
it's
enter for a
over
minute
to.
so we can, like, get our
No,
bearings?
I know where it is. I know where it is. It's west northwest of our current position. If we are to the southeast of Shipwreck Bay, that's where it is. West northwest of our current position. Check it.
West north. Oh, yeah, there it is. Found it. Wow, I am blind. Holy shit.
Also,
I have-
Is this
I
thing
have a-
legend? Because this
What?
is by far the ship I played the most. But is this thing legendary yet? I don't think so.
I'm not legendary yet, so.
Shipwreck Bay.
No, the ship specifically.
No, I know,
Ship
but I'm
legendary
just saying
with
that
ships.
I'm not.
Oh yeah.
Crooks Hollow.
Did you know that Crooks Hollow is the name of the place where Emily lives? That's not a joke.
Huh. Crazy.
And by extension, me. Come at me, haters. Come fight me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 1v1 you.
I'm living in
Crooks Hollow.
Pennsylvania now.
Currently, yeah.
Pennsylvania. There are
nice.
worse places to live.
No, yeah, that's probably one of the best places on the East Coast. So.
Pennsylvania's awesome, dude. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is
yeah.
pretty good.
No, I'm fucking pissed. I was supposed to go out shooting yesterday, but I still have COVID.
Oh, yeah. Emily and I, we thought we caught something from Florida, and we did. And we thought it was COVID, but it wasn't. We got tested yesterday and negative.
Yeah, mine
That's
was I had a tickly throat around like around Tuesday for the first time.
Alright, you
So
said
it's like
go
it
shift rock?
tickles because I was just like
Say
it
again?
tickles it, but it doesn't. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's the ghost ships are up ahead, so
I see 'em.
ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
Moving to to our left.
Tickly
They're gonna
throat
be on our right.
Tuesday.
You wanna orbit around them, so
Understood.
do not get caught in the crossfire, or else it's gonna be a bad day for us.
Roger that.
Yeah,
As soon as we engage
yeah.
this one, I'm breaking left.
Gotcha.
but yeah, I got a ticklish throat come Tuesday, but I'm just like it's getting close to harvest season, and I have a pollen thing, and also I've been working in the dusty ass warehouse all day, and I was sweeping Thursday, so it may just be something from that. And then it kept up on Wednesday, get to Thursday, and I worked like the first hour and a half of my shift on Thursday,
Jesus.
and I have like the flu soreness where I'm just like, oh, because I'm like lifting like 5 gallons
Turning full right.
and like full containers of paint, and I'm just like, oh my god, I feel like shit, I'm gonna die. So I go up to my managers, I'm just like, hey, sorry for cutting it short on my last day,
Okay,
I'm
might
fucking
wanna
miserable
slow
right
down
now.
a little bit.
and I
Okay,
need to go
I have one of
home.
them.
And they're just like, yeah, it's fine, just like do all your stuff to get signed out.
We're gonna have them on our left side.
Got you.
See you around Christmas. And then I come home, like my mom immediately comes from work and drops off a COVID test, and she's just like, yeah, take this because there's a new strain of it going around.
Incoming.
Yeah, yeah, I'll take it after lunch. I do my lunch, I go upstairs just in case, I do my COVID test, and 15 minutes later, it's positive. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm in quarantine. Oh yeah.
Whatever you do not trail behind them. They drop depth charges.
Roger that. Staying on their right side. We should have angle on them in a few seconds.
Yep. It's time to have COVID.
Yeah. Wait, this is actually kicking my ass more than the last time I got COVID, which was last summer.
Confirmed hits. One down.
Yep.
3 shots. That's all it takes.
Breaking full left.
Fuck.
Portal.
Go.
Portal directly ahead of us.
Yep, that just means that they're shifting position.
They teleport. Yeah.
Roger that.
Fun.
They're gonna broadside us on the left side. Get ready for a full broadside on them.
Roger, roger.
Going a little too close. You might want to break. Forward.
Roger that. Breaking right.
If you cross
Broadside
this-
ready. 5,
Yeah.
3.
Yep.
2,
7.
7. Fire!
Elements ready.
Oh boy, here we go.
Whoa!
Yeah, if you collide into the, you will go through.
They will.
Do significant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they'll pop holes.
They'll pop holes all over you.
They added. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and get a volley.
Yeah, and as captain, I will say fire if you think you have a shot. Good shots, but also if you know you can't hit.
Heads up, incoming, right side as well.
Yep, I see him. I'm getting on guns.
I need cannonballs. I have none.
Got him. Well, I mean,
Alright, I have
can take
cannonballs.
for now.
It's all good, it's all good. I got it.
Yep.
Focus on left side, right side is a bit too far away. Incoming.
Fireball's coming in. Get ready.
Hit on the back, hit in the middle.
Yep, I'm going down. Let me fire to Salvo.
Getting a bit too close to those rocks. I'm turning.
Big rock.
Big grug ruck. Doing a full 180. We're gonna trail that ship on our right side.
Gotcha. Are we looking down there?
As far as I can find, only one hole. We're looking good.
All right.
Negative on first.
Oh my god.
Negative on second.
Yep, we're dropping.
Negative on third.
I'm really off my game today. Holy shit.
Trailing galleon to the right.
Yep.
Roger.
And just a heads up, we are down to like 150 cannonballs. So pick
Oh
up
no.
what we can.
Yep. Grab goat some.
Yeah.
Come on! Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah, Yeah, just be careful about taking distance shots because we are relatively sparse.
We'll approach from their back left side. Sails on full left.
Alright, well,
Incoming right side. You should have shot.
Good hits.
And
Ship down.
Three fabulous flyers.
Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah.
1, 2, 3, 3 federal indictments. Man, holy shit.
We're incoming under tail. I'm gonna break a little more left to stay away from their explosive barrels.
Who shoot cannonballs when you can just go go to gear 5 all over that enemy ship? Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't have the gum devil fruit, so.
And I'm not enough of a silly guy.
Turn on the motor.
Brace, brace, brace. Incoming. Long
I
shot.
see it. I'm gonna give it a hug. Hey, buddy. Oh. Oh, damn.
Lower right side back.
I got it. I see it.
We do have galleon incoming in our position. From the front.
Roger.
Yeah, get some shots in on this guy. No, not ghost.
Okay.
Ghost.
Spooky ship. All right.
Yes.
You're gonna have to turn a little bit. Yeah,
Incoming.
left.
Roger.
Hey, there's another one incoming, so I'll.
Broadside ready.
Yep, I see.
Fuck him up.
Bang bang.
Good shots. Good shots.
Also, let's try and get that.
Hold on. I gotta turn, otherwise they're gonna have angle for those barrels on us.
Roger.
Oh,
You should have harpoon on the right side. I'm gonna hold it steadies.
Ship, I don't... Oh yeah, furs and goats. I'm fucking more.
Yeah.
Get it, Get it.
Yep. Got
Woo!
it.
Got it.
What? Where to go? Oh wait.
Yeah, no,
right
it's
Yeah, right. I forgot.
Yeah. It's all right. Yeah, but go get those balls.
Where did it go?
Yeah, go get those balls loaded
We're
on.
coming up on him.
Upstairs. Yep, I see him.
We'll just put it right on the top, just in case.
We're currently on dead wind.
What is it firing at? Oh, is there somebody behind that rock?
Skeleton sloop just
Oh,
emerged.
it's a skeleton sloop because ghosts and skeletons hate each other.
Okay.
That's actually really funny. I never saw that interaction.
That's
No,
funny.
I see something on the horizon directly ahead of us. Brigantine. Player Brigantine. Heading our way. Fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a wait, where is he?
Directly ahead of us. 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Right side. Broadside's ready.
Oh,
Wait, right. Oh, I see it. Okay, hold on.
there's
Ship
also
bound.
a galleon as well.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's a
skeleton
galleon. That's not a brigantine. That's a rock. That's a pointy rock.
Sails right side.
No, I see the brig. It's going
No.
laterally. I think it's going towards the skeleton galleon.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we don't have range on that. Yeah, the thing about brigs is that their cannons are a little bit more narrow when it comes to shot angles. So
Yeah. God, I need to get this angle fucking...
Yeah, I don't have a shot.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll get you where you need to go.
Or they're just trolling, waiting to... Oh, wait, no, they're sailing towards that skeleton ship. Okay, I think they're just going for that. Which, you know...
Alright.
I'm gonna break left. You guys should have a shot.
Yep.
Alright.
Loading cannon.
Yak, that's all you. I'm gonna start offloading supplies.
Get him.
Gotcha.
Yep, we got him full.
Alright, brace yourself.
He's down.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
I'm already down here, so I'll get the thing.
Pulling full right. We're gonna engage that galleon to our 2 o'clock.
Alright. I missed the soundtrack for this. This is really good.
It is really good.
They brought back
Sails front. Sails front.
Sails to the front. They brought back ghost ships as a event, as a world event, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a big tornado instead of Flameheart yelling at you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, if you see a big tornado, it's either going to be someone doing Legends of Veil or the Ghost Fleet.
I see. All right, we're gonna catch up to that galleon directly ahead of us. Hold your fire for now.
Alright.
Roger, roger.
Roger.
Do check for repairs if needed.
You Chechnya.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Do Czech Republic for repairs down below.
Incoming, incoming.
Yep, I see him.
Brace yourself.
First miss, second miss, third miss.
Nice shot, asshole.
Hit. Back section.
Yeah, I got it. I'm going down. I'm going down. I see it.
Barrels left side. Barrels left side. You might not be able to. Ah, that's fine.
Ah,
Left side, broadside. Get ready.
got it.
Stay on it, stay on it. Breaking full right.
Roger.
Oh.
Bucket, get on that cannon.
So we're... Yep, I know.
It's fine,
Give
I
me a
got it,
second.
I got it.
Ow.
Big hits on us.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Oh. I'll go down to repair as well.
No, I see it. It's right here.
Ship teleporting. We won't be able to get him. Not yet.
They like doing that,
They do.
unless it's round 2.
It might be. All of them disappeared.
Yeah, it's round 2.
All right.
Yep.
Here we go.
Fuck, my camera turned off again. What the fuck is happening? Baron, you're blocking my sight.
Oh boy, okay.
Right side, get ready for broadside.
All right. Fire!
Black flag, back. Black
Give him everything you got. No quarter, boys.
It's gonna hurt.
Big one. They missed us. Fire, fire, fire. Backside.
Epic Jim Carrey the mask moment. I'm going down. Oh wait, X already down there. All right.
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Stay on, stay on.
Okay, I think we should be good for the time being. Alright.
Roger, roger.
Okay.
Preparing. Flank, holes are clogged.
Give me sails full right.
Me.
Roger.
Full right, full right.
Yep, I got it.
Oh boy. Okay, we're about to be crossing their T soon.
Broadside will be on left.
Okay. Oh,
Gonna be cutting it real narrow.
oh that might be too close.
Trust.
Okay, here we go.
Broadside on both sides. Get ready.
Alright.
Full turn.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Ready to fire.
Pop him.
Hold.
Yep.
Fire now.
Yep.
I'm on it. Oh jeez.
Got him.
Good shots, gentlemen. Gentledays, I should say.
It's fine. It's the 18th century. They're not doing that yet.
Can I say
Oh boy, incoming.
incoming left side? Gonna keep him on our left. I'm gonna go between those rocks.
Yep, big guy on the left. Focus fire on the big man.
Yep.
Give him a broadside.
Give him a broadside, laddies.
Now he's teleporting. Hold fire.
No, I know. I just want.
Right side, right side. Okay.
No, that's it. We're done.
All right, turning full.
All right, let's get that Goatsum and that loot because we are low on cannonballs.
Yeah.
Damn.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
Give me an anchor drop real quick.
Yep, got it.
No. You won't need it.
All
I
right.
thought we were getting a bit too close to this rock, but we don't. Okay, but how cool was that fucking in between thread the needle?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta trust. You gotta trust the helmsman, baby. If there's one thing I know how to do in this game is sail.
I'm Irish, so this is like cultural exploration for me.
Okay.
Dumb joke.
What about being a Barbary Corsair? That might be more in line with me.
I would be a Portuguese sailor, I suppose.
I also
Oh,
have
yeah.
more English in me.
A Roman sailor. That's what I would be.
Yeah.
Because my Jewish heritage doesn't really mean that I sail. All right, left side. Get ready to pick everything up.
Yep. Gonna hit anchor soon.
Yep. I'm gonna undo this barrel because I think technically with my DNA test, like a lot of my English stuff is a lot of London, but after that it's mostly stuff in Northern Ireland.
Got it.
Yeah, it's a lot of the Greater London area, and then it's a lot of stuff from Northern Ireland, and then right after that, it's a lot of stuff from the Irish Republic. So I'm just
Valid.
Irish.
Very valid. Oh, we got 5 people watching. Hello, everybody. Thank you for
Hello.
coming.
Man, I only got 2. Sad face.
And
Rod,
one of them is
Rod really
airport.
is the superior streamer.
I got a rock.
I got a rack.
I got a rock.
Take us to that little cloud of boys, little goblinos flying around. The 3 green witches.
We call it the ghost
And
flotsam or
Cap-
goatsum for short.
Captain's policy is skulls and stuff on the quest table, loose items on the quest table, and chests like on the floor next to it.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And every time we do a successful bounty, we play a game of slap ass.
How does that work?
Slap
ass.
It's the same. It's the same as slap ass in the real world, except we have a cannon in this game.
Oh,
So don't lose.
I expect to get a shout out by the end of this rod. I swear.
Everybody go follow Yektan right now. Yektan, go give him a kiss.
God,
yes.
that takes
And
me
what
back
does
to before I introduced you to, and I think I was watching a Skyrim stream or something from Rod, and I made a joke about like everybody go follow ban that message. Sorry, we don't like promote bigger streamers.
Oh yeah, because I thought. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but and I was gonna say something about like he's like has 600 less than you, but I was like, no, it's fine. It's fine.
No. Had I known, I would have been like, oh, that's cool. No worries.
Yeah, no, I just make it laugh, and I told that to Yak, and he was like, I'm not a bigger streamer than him.
What the fuck?
I do feel like Yak is the most likable between me and him.
What? No.
Yes,
way.
dude.
No,
I can't shut up about politics. I like
Sucks, what are you talking about?
I do stupid fucking voices.
fucking hate that guy.
Who the fuck is Yak?
He's been playing in my D&D campaign for like a.
You're
Fuck
I
that guy.
hate it. Speaking of streamers that are also really cool, you guys should go follow.
Go follow Moshe Dale at
TV.
Twitch.tv.
He's gay and Jewish, just
Jewish
like me.
God, I need to turn the Bill Cipher full.
If you
properly again.
if you like streamers, you should follow Mr. K-Rock. K-Rock. He's really cool.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Katie stream? Isn't her
Baron.
handle, like isn't her handle her same on Twitter?
I don't know. Baron, you and I, we met because of
The Infinity War dub.
fan dub, yeah.
This earlier.
End up.
Yeah.
No, I love bringing that up. It's like, yeah, me and Rod met when we did a fan dub hosted by like a popular Twitter page that had the guy who voices Shadow that.
I did not know about
Fan
that when
dubs
I
in it.
watched that. I was like, no.
It was
Yeah,
so
Chunk-
fun.
Chunk-
So
Chunk
much
was
fun.
more than that.
We were actually thinking of doing a fan dub of the Genshin Impact opening as a joke.
Jeez.
Yeah, maybe doing that at some point.
See, my one moment of victory in that stream was in that recording.
The fleshlight of destiny.
Oh, the flashlight of destiny. I never knew it was real. And I was rocking Raccoon.
Yeah, we had to. I remember we had the movie for a minute of that because, like, from up until that point, the stream was pretty safe for work.
And
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna hit something. We're gonna hit something.
Yep. Everybody
All
say
right, I'm
good night to
bailing.
Babs, my favorite FBI agent.
Yeah. Goodbye, Norway.
I'm hoping my
So,
dreams packed a
Baron.
Bechdel test.
Baron Kirok was with
Yes.
us during the fan dub, I believe.
Yeah. she's the
No,
host.
no,
Oh, wait,
no,
fuck.
no. I'm thinking of someone else. Sorry.
No, yeah, I realized it is.
Do you remember? I don't know if you ever saw this on Twitter when it happened.
Skeleton.
But do you remember the Gothmay scandal?
I don't know about that one.
Maybe I have to see pictures of it.
She was the girl that did the voice of Ryuko Matoi on the Fine, I guess you are my little PogChamp.
Oh, that's her. That's funny.
Yeah, it was so fucked. But Kirok and I we became friends roughly around that time, and when the stuff about her started coming out, we were like, oh god, we're gonna. Yeah, she did a bunch of fucked up shit. And was like completely non-apologetic about it. Like when she got called out for it, she was yeah. You know, everybody messes up. I've messed up before. I've gotten canceled on Twitter for a good reason. And
boy, have I gone through that recently.
And I've taken the thing that needs to be done. I went to fucking therapy for a year after that.
What is the dog barking about? Which island is this? Is Shipwreck?
Yeah, Shipwreck
this
Bay.
Is
There's a
Shipwreck
skeleton.
Bay.
They're all skeleton. Yeah, they're all skeleton wanted.
And then, yeah, no. So Kirok and I, good friends now. Again, we'd sort of lost contact. You guys would love him. He is so cool, and he's a really good streamer too. He's actually amassed quite a following lately.
Yeah. I mean,
he's a really sweet dude.
I've been trying to like break the mold, but that's been kind of impossible on Twitch because discoverability is kind of shit here. That's sort of like
you want to know what's been happening to me that I just found out?
I saw on your Twitter post that
I wanted to
Twitch
die.
Bezos is just spit roasting you right now, man. Like fuck.
Yeah. So you want to know how I figured that out? I went on TikTok, right? And I deleted some of the Twitch clips that I had posted there, and then I just reposted them. Within 20 minutes, I had twice the amount of views that I had originally. Within 20 minutes, I had 5 times the likes, and a bunch of comments, and people were interacting and shit. And it made me want to kill someone.
Oh, shit. Too much.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Me and Ellie haven't done anything together yet, but we've been talking again. So.
We should get the old gang back together.
We should.
Yeah, and then guys can introduce me, and then I could.
Hell yeah.
No, I keep occasionally posting in the server to try and gauge interest.
Me too. Yeah. But the last post, let me see. Last time.
I think the last post was my 3 AM Deltarune rant.
It was
3 months ago.
Kurai, Light posted.
Yeah, it was Ellie.
8/26/2022. So it's been almost a year. It's about to be a year later this month.
Damn.
Yeah, because what is it? Because we did the Silent Hill 3, and that still hasn't come out, and probably never.
And I wasn't there, so.
No, that was last, because that was when we were doing a bunch of them every other week, and I was just upstairs. It was midnight. They're like, "Hey Baron, you want to do a fucking Silent Hill 3 dub?" So I remember specifically, I dubbed one of the dogs by yelling into the microphone, and then whatever the detective was in that game, I did a shitty Columbo impression every time he popped up.
Nice.
The one voice acting thing that I am currently doing is called the Midnight Pals, which is
I still need to. I saw some of it. I still need.
You need to audition for it.
I'm a terrible friend.
And Baron, you need to. Yes, everybody needs to audition for it. Baron specifically.
Dude, I'm tight. I feel like if I try to do voice acting, I'm just gonna be typecast as a scrawny little fucking nerd.
Hey man, that's work.
That is work.
Yeah, so I play Edgar Allan Poe in Midnight Pals. I also play Dracula, and who else do I play? I forget. But I play Edgar Allan Poe, and I was very happy about that because he's one of my favorite horror writers.
Yeah. He's also my favorite forehead man.
I still need to watch 2 Flat Earthers Kidnap a Freemason at some point.
Yes.
That's the episode that Zane Shack does, and every clip I've seen looks really funny.
Yes, and I believe someone in the cast of Midnight Pals is also connected to that.
Incoming, Taggart.
Oh, 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 oh.
Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Get Dan in here. We got monkey posting.
Do you know what would be really funny if we just like boarded a ship, like started taking over, and then
just
like,
started
not-
screaming.
We just started like making monkey noises. On
Dude,
Yeah.
it's the Legend of Monkey Island.
It is. We're in time with the season.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
God,
Can we do that tall tale?
Really good.
I haven't done it.
Oh, yeah,
do that
absolutely.
tall tale.
Yeah, let's
yeah.
finish this mission wheel and then
Fuck
and then
yeah.
we can either just like do a few more missions and see how we're feeling, or like do the mission wheel and then we can go do it.
Aw, hell yeah.
Yeah, we did it on.
We 100%ed it.
Oh.
We were about to 100% it.
Can I
Yeah.
help?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, that's gay porn.
Where?
Thanks, Facebook.
Where?
Hold on.
That's it. That's the
Hold
meme.
on,
It's just
that was
gay
just
porn.
two gay men having sex.
That was.
Corrupt
That's it.
gay porn.
That's Dungeons and Dragons. That's just 4 hours of memes and coping mechanisms.
4 hours of gay
Yeah.
sex.
And coping mechanisms.
Me.
And daddy issues.
on.
Does my character have daddy issues?
Every single one of the characters in the party that I DM for has daddy issues. Ethildon has a dad who is super strict and like the Lord Commander of the military, and she hates him.
Yeah, here's stream chat.
I need to go to the bathroom.
I
real quick.
opened
I'll be right
Facebook.
back.
Go for it.
I need to pee.
I need to
pee.
No, yeah,
COP.
I joined a mummy shit posting group at a Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh my
shit posting group
God.
on Facebook recently.
mummy
I'm very
one?
Happy. Yeah, it's Memotep's mummy memes. It's in stream chat. The image I got.
That is genuinely fantastic. Wait, is that on Facebook?
Yeah,
I used to be in that.
nice.
I used to be a part of the Memehotep family.
Yeah, no, I don't use Facebook as much anymore, but like I've mentioned this more than I should, that I'm a reenactor, and
Yes.
especially Soviet stuff. Like a lot of where I buy my stuff from is a guy called Dorian. He runs a shop called Red Guard Militaria, and he runs his stuff on Facebook.
That is sick. I definitely want to take a look at
in
it.
the area.
I really
Yeah.
want one of the Soviet winter coats from World War II.
Get prepared to pay a fucking premium for those.
Oh God.
I think getting one from Void is $300.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah, just because the thing about the like
oh my
overcoats,
God, it's so hot in
like
my room,
German
I can see
overcoats
a
are like
sweat
$200
outline in my chair, like
but-
if it's a nuclear shadow. Jesus
but
Christ.
Soviet overcoats specifically are like a very specific, like heavy kind of wool. So it's a
Yeah.
specific fabric,
I
and also
love those.
you use like German overcoats you use for winter. Soviet overcoats you use all the time because you know what your sleeping gear is for Soviet?
What?
Your coat. You just wear
Yep.
your coat when you go to sleep, and that's your sleepwear.
Yeah.
So yeah, like your coat is expensive, but it's like unlike for winter, your overcoat for Soviet or your Chanel, which is the Russian name, is a vital part of your kit.
Does
Yeah.
the Soviet winter coat count or pass the Bechdel test?
If it was made by women, and most likely it was.
Or it's being worn by a woman
Yeah.
because riflemen in the Red Army.
Yeah, snipers. Heads up,
Well,
we
it
do
wasn't just
have.
snipers, it
we
was
do
also
have
snipers because they were running out of like men to
Oh, yeah.
charge at.
Well, yeah,
Like,
obviously.
the women's snipers battalions were the most famous, but they were just like there were women tankists and they were just like general women's infantry. as
Just
well.
just a heads up, lads. We do have 12 o'clock brigantine just sitting pretty there.
Got
Yeah,
it.
they might be doing something. But
I want
they
to
could
say
be trolling.
two clicks away from us. 1.5 maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, Soviet stuff. Some of
Soviet
like the
clothes
guys,
past the
the
Bechdel test.
my reenactor guys I know who like are good sources. They are on Facebook. I'm friends with them on Facebook, and just like Rockford, the event I'm going to be doing off of a Facebook page. Like they don't have a website, but all like the updates go off of the Facebook page. Like Facebook is just really nice for reenacting stuff because that's
Sure.
how a lot of people communicate. With
I
it. So
I have
that's
decided
the
to.
majority reason I still have it.
I stopped using Facebook. I only have the Messenger because
I-
John, my buddy, the only way he'll respond to me is if I send him a message on Facebook Messenger. And
enough.
Twitter, I have deleted it off of my phone. I'm taking a cleanse.
Oh yeah, no, you say I saw the tweet.
Yeah, I'm out, man. I'm out. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I know.
There's no utility for it.
Everybody's spamming the N-word. Nothing works anymore.
And like
That's-
Twitter is like recommending a bunch of like Republican and white supremacist shit to me now.
Gee, I wonder why. It's a
Yeah.
mystery.
I'm literally a communist. Go fuck yourself.
In
Also,
my
no, I keep getting ads for Cheech and Chong weed gummies. Because that's the only advertisers, I guess, elongated muskrat can pick up nowadays.
I keep getting ads for crypto. That's the ads I keep getting. I follow enough trans and queer people in my For You tab that my For You tab is mostly just stuff that my people I'm following have posted. Just posted that again. A bunch of trans people and then some meme pages that I occasionally like.
Yeah, no, I have like Voice Quills, Wes, Zane Schlatt. They're still like going strong on the Twitter feed.
Yeah, no, Zane is like a
Zane is a really funny
Zane's
dude,
funny.
man. I like
Zane
him.
is funny. I keep up with Quills. I have my list of porn people I follow on Twitter.
I kind of want to like passively aggressively or just do like a sly like sort of pickup line, but I feel like it might go a little too far.
Fair.
With whom?
With Voice
Zane.
Quills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Zane, obviously.
She is unfortunately gay and in Scotland, so
Rip. I thought she was bi.
Maybe she always posts about like being a lesbian, so
Well,
she might be.
She also keeps posting about like thick men as well. So
she might be bi, but every time I see her post about something, I'm like, damn it.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't post about thick men? Come on.
Yeah. No, the thing is that women, I remember there was like the bug in
ghosts.
where it's just like, I draw women. It's like, yes, women, awesome. It's like, but I also draw men too, men kissing men too. And it's like, no, we don't like that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's like, okay. Well, obviously, lesbian thirst posting obviously attracts more because of the male gaze. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's not even thirst posting. He's talking about it. He's just like, yeah, I just like drawing these cute relationships. And it's just like, oh yeah. Because like people accuse me of trying to like bait people by drawing lesbian stuff. He's like, that's shitty. I don't do that. I draw.
There's an artist that I used to follow.
Pretty.
There's an artist that I used to follow called Kukumomo.
Yeah, before we go on, there is a level 1 Reaper at both Wander's Refuge and Reaper's Hideout. So
oh boy,
fun.
Be war, but
yeah.
Understood.
They might. Oh, why are you running? Why are you running away? You should totally fight me. Oh my god, no, you did not see that last stream. Oh my fucking god, that was. We just triggered like a.
Oh my god, it was so fucking funny. I think.
Yeah, were you there in the stream for that?
Were you watching it?
Were you watching it?
Wait. Did you do it again? Cause you and I did it, Yak. Oh my god.
Yeah, we did it again a couple days ago. Cause
Fantastic.
I'm in quarantine. I'm literally just sitting in my room. Do you want to do Sea of Thieves?
Jeez. Oh, one thing that I'm very excited to do, and I want more people to do it. Yak already knows this, but Baron, we're doing Skyrim together soon.
I saw.
I gotta download Skyrim.
Yep. And would you like to participate?
I will have to see if the mod is available on Xbox because I know
is
you
not.
can mod.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
That I can.
It's PC only. Yeah.
My computer cannot run Skyrim.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think.
Have I explained my computer situation?
No.
My computer is a shitty Dell laptop that I forced to run Steam.
Jesus Christ.
So like, I think probably the most technically advanced game that my laptop can run is like Black Mesa or Payday 2 at lower settings.
Well, how about Sea of Thieves? I thought it was.
I do not have a gaming computer, and even then, this thing is a piece of shit. Like, this laptop is nice for like school stuff, but sometimes I'll turn it on and like I'll let it do its thing for 3 hours, and it'll lag loading up a Google.
I see. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Laptop. I will build a gaming computer when I have my own apartment and I'm out of school. But for now, I like Sea of Thieves. I'm on Xbox. DRG. I did have DRG in my computer. My computer could run it, but it would crash like every 30 minutes. Yeah. Like it would just like, oh, Unreal Engine encountered a problem. Yeah. So yeah, like for like Skyrim and Battlefield 5 and all my intensive games, I have to use my Xbox for.
Gotcha.
Which is also one of the reasons New Blood is nice, because even Ultra Kill, which is one of the more intensive New Blood games, runs fine on my computer. So, nice. Fallen Aces had a lot of trouble with the demo, but you know,
it happens.
It's like Fallen Aces and Gloomwood had some issues running on my computer. A lot of trouble just running the demo, so I'm not sure how the full game's gonna work. So.
This motherfucker paid $8 for Twitter.
This motherfucker paid for a checkmark. What's the tweet?
there was like a gimmick account where there's a person who paid Twitter for $8 mostly so that he could ratio other other paid Twitter users.
Like not
Yeah,
not
it's just
every gimmick account. Like some artists I know, they're just like, yeah, people who aren't verified get suppressed by the algorithm, so I'm paying for Twitter Blue just so like my.
Oh my God! What is happening to that brig?
I
Whoa!
don't know.
Whoa!
What are you up?
What the fuck? What? Whoa!
What's going on?
What is?
Daffy, what's
Whoa!
going on?
Oh my God!
What's going on up there?
What the fuck just happened?
Hold on, I'm coming up.
Oh
Did
my!
he get nuked?
He's gone. He's gone. Okay, someone clip that. I'm gonna clip it.
Damn,
It's gone. It's gone. You do not understand what I just witnessed.
Did this skeleton sloop just delete this man?
No, 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 no. What happened was the brig started going up and down extremely quickly, and then suddenly, with every up and down, it was going more in amplitude, and eventually it just shot into the sky and disappeared.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that
visual
happened.
bug. Yeah,
That was incredible.
No, we've had ships just straight up flip over during play sessions. Like they wouldn't sink; they would just sit upside down in the water, and we
Yeah.
just kind of.
That was fucking incredible, man.
Yeah, no. I've first time?
All right, y'all ready to boogie?
Yeah.
All right,
Boogie.
head east to Crooked Masts.
Oh yeah, no, Rod. Everybody, or no, I made a confession earlier, and now everybody's just giving me shit for it.
You have
because
a
I
massive penis.
no, not that. The other thing.
Alright.
Which we all know it's
Yeah.
true.
It's unfortunately.
We've all seen your penis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're friends on Facebook. Yak, I've seen your penis.
You have seen my penis.
Unfortunately.
No, so when I was watching,
It's back.
across
The brig is back.
Yeah, no, it's,
Huzzah!
yeah, no, it's what was I gonna say? I was watching Across the Spider-Verse with my friends, and then I said, "Is like, I feel really weirded out because Miguel O'Hara has the exact same hairdo as I do."
So do I. I got my hair cut, so now I have his hair.
Yeah, no, now everybody is just calling me like Miguel, like God, because I just sound miserable most of the time, and it's like, wow, that's such a Miguel thing. Okay, fuck off.
He's so meow meow.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well,
What
that
is
and
that?
also Miguel
Uh-oh.
is like the Spider-Man fan, and I am a huge Spider-Man fan. So.
Yeah.
Fair
You just need a
enough.
really cunty girlfriend, and you have the look complete.
Lila, do this.
Come on.
Yeah, I've yet to see
Call
Across
her-
the
call her.
Spider-Verse, so the only thing I know, I've seen a couple clips of the AI, and most recently I saw some
Chicken's ready.
Okay, pick it
getting
up.
pegged by the
I have
AI,
it.
so...
No, I think my favorite ship is Spider Pig and Miguel, like in a both smoking cigarettes, and it's like, well, did that feel like a cartoon?
please
And
please
then,
tell me
and then
that...
Miguel is just having his eyes open.
Wait.
It's like, what the fuck just happened?
Whenever does
Oh,
okay,
we have
so
to go to the Crooked Mask, by the way.
does it turn
Yeah,
into hentai? Does it turn into hentai?
No, it's just a meme post where it's just like the aftermath of.
No, but my
of
question
it.
is if Spider Pig has sex, does it turn into hentai?
I feel like
no,
he, like...
it turns into like a Zone Tan like parody.
So
I
hentai.
feel like he pulls... I feel like he pulled out a big, like, you know, he pulls out the big cartoon mallet, but it's like a comically...
Oh wait, no.
Comically huge dildo.
Guys, tax sales the other way around. I'm going over to the sea
All right.
dogs.
I'm taking the
Sure.
I'm taking the crow's nest. I'll keep eyes open.
Other way. What
the fuck is that?
The Bechtel test? Oh no, it doesn't. Fuck. Guess who is fucked?
Does, Friends...
No. I'm gonna stop you right there. No, it does not.
What,
Does
Friends?
Seinfeld...
Friends? Friends does pass the Bechdel test.
No, they don't.
Yes,
keep
they
on-
do.
Is it...
both named characters who are women. There's an
Three.
episode where they
There's
won't
three.
shut up about a guy. They won't shut up about a guy.
Well,
That was the one
not every episode.
every episode, but it's
know-
mostly about scoring cute boys.
I know Matthew Perry's one of them.
What are the cute girls?
Yeah,
Yes,
Matthew
of course.
Perry's a MILF.
Yeah, that's true. God, I wish I could be a MILF. Man in line
Damn.
first.
I love Fallout New Vegas. I wish Matthew Perry was real.
Man,
Fucking
I love Red Dead Redemption. I wish horses were real.
I love
Goodbye.
Horses.
I wish women's suffrage was real.
Your identity doesn't allow me for you to exist.
You don't exist at all.
Goodbye, horse. Oh yeah, no, I saw the
Emily,
picture of, like-
sorry to interrupt you, but Emily's currently at work, and she just sent me a picture that is "Stay With Me" by Miki Matsubara official "Stay With Me" on YouTube, just playing on maximum volume, and she then she just texted "work chaos."
Work chaos. Where does she work?
She works at a water quality testing laboratory.
Ah, I see. That's actually really nice.
Yeah, she hates it.
Good for her.
It's
Yeah.
annoying as hell.
It's
enough.
it ain't
She's
glorious,
extremely
but somebody-
extremely good at
Does
it.
does she get to take some of the poop home in plastic bags? And
No.
Like, souvenir?
No.
Aw.
I know. I was
Like,
disappointed too.
What's even the point?
We got a skeleton galleon, skeleton sloop. I want to say 10 o'clock from us.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go beat him up
Like
with
my
my
job
hands.
isn't
Where is he?
exactly that glorious, but I am working with machine learning, so that is definitely interesting.
Yeah, I've mentioned this. I work in an Ace Hardware distribution center over the summer. I work in a warehouse, and then while I'm at school, I wash dishes in the caf.
Yeah.
So
I do technically work for the government, so it is open source.
I am a
technically
professional
work for the
dungeon
government.
master.
Not anymore, though.
That's what I do.
Nice.
Fair enough.
I wish I could be a professional dungeon master.
I never thought I would be one until I was offered the position.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, that does come into play. You got to be a dom.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do
it's
have to
fine.
be a dom, unfortunately.
You have to be a
It's
top.
fine. I'm
Which-
game recognizing game.
Which a lot of people wouldn't look at me and say that I'm a top, but unfortunately for them, they're wrong.
What do you mean?
What? Dude, I'm a Twinkie. I'm a twink that comes from Brazil with tan skin and long, luscious hair.
You have long, luscious hair, as in like you don't have but you have like Fabio hair. You
I
have
used
long,
to.
luscious hair, but it's
I
not, like,
used
Fabio
to.
hair.
Anchor.
What the fuck
I
you mean?
got
I've
it.
seen
Put your
pictures
pants-
of you.
Keep your pants on.
Have you seen me with my super long hair?
Yes.
Honestly, I'm tired of being a
Well,
twink. I wanna...
you're one of the few people that wouldn't refer to me as a twink then.
Yeah. Calling you a twink is like calling Miguel a twink.
Thank you.
Yeah. God damn it. I'm
Because
not
that
either.
puts me in the same thing as Miguel. I did gain a lot of weight that I don't want,
Yeah.
so I am
I
going to
wanna
be
gain
working
weight.
on that.
God damn.
Fair. I have a bit of
Of
a
course
gut,
you do,
but
airport.
like that's something I realized with sizing my uniform shit is even if I lose all my gut and like get skinny, I'm still gonna be in the same clothing size because
Oh.
my chest is 45 inches. I have a
Oh,
huge,
hell yeah,
super
bro.
broad chest.
Oh my
I have
god.
wide-
You could
Yeah,
have
like-
the milkers of pecs, like super
Yeah,
strong pecs.
Like I have a bit of a beer gut, but even then my beer gut's only like 40 inches, like waist. Like my natural
see,
waist
I
is only
see.
40 inches.
You know what?
Like
I'm
my
gonna
chest
work
is
out
still
after
bigger
this.
than.
You so you're
like,
telling
even if I
me
got super
what you're
skinny,
telling
even
me
if I got
is
super skinny.
you got a slutty little waist. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
You cut out. I didn't hear
Yeah,
that.
you have a slutty little waist.
No, I don't.
That's what Emily says that I do.
If I could grow a beard, I'd be built like a dwarf. Like
Hell
the
yeah.
only thing keeping me from being a dwarf is I can't grow a beard.
Really?
Not with that attitude.
I can grow like I get a little bit under my lip. I get a mustache and I get a neck beard, but I don't get anything connecting it. And it like if I let it grow, it'll get super wiry in like a week, and then it'll just stay there.
Yeah.
Like, and also it gets super itchy when it's that stage. So I could grow facial hair, but it'd be in the weird neck beard stage for like 2 months, and I'd be miserable the whole time.
I see.
So
I currently am rocking the mustache, and I gotta tell you, Emily likes it, and that's all I need to know.
I can't grow a mustache because I'm Asian. Except I have body hair everywhere.
I can grow mine
My
because
face.
I can grow mine because I'm both Roman and Jewish. So there's no way to say that I didn't kill Jesus.
You're about to get that unibrow action. All right, I see what's going on.
Yeah. I have to pluck my unibrow, otherwise it looks horrible.
In Rome, they consider that a desirable trait.
noted.
well.
If Rod starts talking about roads, start running the other way.
Roads and banks.
Yeah, I'm Celtic, so I love the history of fucking. I love the history of Rome in Ireland because like they get to England and they're like, well, this
sucks. I'm out of here.
Ireland, it's just shitty fucking weather the whole time. Like, yeah, we're not gonna invade the Celts because it's not worth it. The weather's just like, yeah, we're not gonna bother with the Celts. It's fine.
The Romans needed to fuck you in the ass, Angloid.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Angloid.
I kind of miss Infrared Hawes. I wish he did more stuff. He's a tanky, but god damn it, is he fucking entertaining.
I don't mind tankies at all.
I think tankies are annoying at best.
I think tanky is a stupid way to call someone.
Yeah, it's a common parlance.
I know, but it's just like, okay.
I keep getting called libtard on Twitter, so
yeah, yeah. The thing is, right? The amount of people here in Pennsylvania that I know that consider themselves staunch Republicans, right?
Oh! Ancient coin hoarder! Get him! Fuck him up!
Kick his ass!
Yeah!
Yeah!
I heard that jangly. I'm like, who's jangling?
I don't know what that means, but we did it.
It's a very rare spawn. Baby. It's a very rare skeleton spawn where if you kill him, you get ancient coins. So we just got 137 ancient coins.
Ah, that's
it was one
sexy.
Of the community days, like depending on how much the community played, you get higher spawn chances for them.
I see.
Yeah. One time they like triple times the spawn.
Yeah, that was during that community day.
It was really nice.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so there's a bunch of staunch Republicans that I know here in Pennsylvania, right? Which is hilarious, right? And of course, it is this way. Every time that we start talking politics, right? I obviously don't say, "Oh, I'm a communist." I just start like very
that'll just turn off their brain.
Exactly. I just very surreptitiously go like, you know, man, I feel like the elites have too much money and that the regular worker man should have more money. And they're like, "Oh my God, yes!" I'm like.
No,
yeah,
right. That, uniformly, like Republicans and Democrats do get along on a lot of issues. It's just that the media and also the talking heads sort of divide the country. Also, like arbitrary, like, oh, they're putting kitty litter in the schools. They're gonna first they're turning your kids trans. Now they're gonna turn them into animals. It's like,
yeah, no,
it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
The other day, who the fuck is that? Oh, they're Bowman. They're Bowman. Hold on, I gotta kill Bowman and then
yeah,
I was talking about this the other day.
Nobody knows what they're talking about anymore.
I was talking about that the other day with Yexon, but like a lot of my conservative friends, we share like the same sort of point of view. It's just like, yeah, the healthcare system should be a little bit better and everything shouldn't be super duper expensive. Like a lot of people have like the same conclusions. It's like, oh yeah, people should be treated better, but it's just the fact that there's so much of this sort of like Red Scare-esque fear of like, social programs or like left-leaning things. So just like, oh, we need to make healthcare more accessible and we don't need to make medicine like such a big thing. How are we going to do this? Privatize the company even more and get rid of all the...
Yeah. No,
it's
like,
so dumb.
A lot of them... Yeah. It's the same like ideas. They just come to a lot of different conclusions. Like my dad's this way.
Yeah.
Like, they just come to a lot of different conclusions because of like just being raised in like
plants. We got plants.
Nice. No, here's something to think about. You know about the ACA law, right? The American Affordable Care Act.
Affordable Care Act. Yes.
Yeah, the Affordable Care Act. That is over 80. They polled for the ACA, and 80% of both Republicans and Democrats are in favor of the ACA. But as soon as they said Obamacare, that's when the divide happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they essentially just
Obama.
Which Obama didn't even invent the ACA. That was Mitt Romney during Massachusetts when he was governor of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And I'm just talking to people. It's like, yeah, no, it's not socialist. It's like, it's not socialist. It's like, it's not socialist. It's essentially subsidizing private healthcare. What are you talking about?
That is the point of the state. The state exists to serve the people.
Yeah, people love going to the one Adam Smith quote where he talks about the prosperity of capitalism, but they tend to skip over the part that comes right after that. He's like, oh yeah, it brings prosperity, but also it needs to be regulated by an exterior power, or else it's going to benefit only the few.
Yes.
Like Adam Smith straight up says in it, it's like, oh, capitalism is a force for good, but it needs to be regulated.
Yes.
Like that is something that's in the Wealth of Nations that immediately follows the quote.
So the one time, right, that I was talking to, and I'm very proud of this. It was the one time that I talked to someone who was a staunch Trumper, right? And this person, extremely intelligent person. Let me finish. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Extremely intelligent person, and I essentially, like, we were essentially talking about politics, and it was a very civil conversation. And he looked at me, and he was like, yeah, but no, like, Marx is 100% against capitalism. And I say, okay, listen. In the Communist Manifesto, Marx himself says, hey, capitalism has done some good things, but it is no longer necessary.
Yeah.
That is the whole point. And then he's like, wait, he said that? I was like, yes. Would you like me to pull it up? And he's like, yeah, let me take a look at that. So immediately, immediately he was like, please, I really want to read that. And I show it to him, and he starts reading it. He's like, huh, okay, I'm gonna give this a better read, and I'll get back to you. And I was like, okay, no worries. A month goes by, he comes back, and he's like, hey, so I just want to let you know that I'm now a communist. I was like, what? He was like, no, I'm a communist now. I fully agree with everything that was written in that manifesto. I was like, oh, okay, so where do you stand on everything? He's like, well, no, I just reanalyzed all the reasons that I was for Trump, and I realized that I had some really, really, like, ingrained racist bias from my upbringing, and I really don't want to keep that going for me. I was like,
we like to call
holy shit, dude.
USA. It's like a 360 like turn right there.
Yeah, and it was just so beautiful to see, because he immediately was like, no, I'm going to change literally everything about myself, because I do not want that to be who I am. And I was like, good for you, man. He is now, I think he is now an organizer for the Communist Party of America in New York, I believe.
Yeah. No, okay, so hold on. There's a couple of comments that I wanted to go through. Explain it to me like a 5-year-old. Define talking head. So essentially a talking head is a pundit, which is people on the 24-hour news cycle.
Shapiro.
They're not, well, yes. They're not necessarily reporters. They don't necessarily need to do research.
Nope.
They spout their opinions. They essentially just tell you opinions. They tell you their opinions.
And because they are in a legitimate news source, and because they're part of a legitimate news source, it is accepted, you know, blindly that, oh, they are a reporter and this is research and it must be the truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead of, no, this is an opinion from someone that agrees with how it works.
This is something my dad has talked about, but like in the olden days, these sort of people were part of a section called the editorial.
Yes.
Where you had your news section, and then there was that section which was specifically meant for these sort of like political opinions. It's like how whenever New York Times publishes something, it starts with like opinion piece.
Yeah.
Like,
so
editorials and talking heads used to be a specific section on the news, but now especially on channels like Fox and CNN, they're just the entire network.
Yeah.
Like also, the entire network is an editorial, and they don't specify. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Alex is back, or Alex says hello. It's like, oh no, he replaced Moshe. I can't believe it. Also, hello.
Who's
He's
Moshe?
talking about you, Rod, because Moshe is also a socialist communist.
Oh, I want to give him a kiss.
Yes. I mean, I honestly, I wish you
Comrade
guys
kiss.
would meet. I wish you guys would meet, because you would get along like a house on fire.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a positive. That's a positive connotation for.
Wait a minute, the house is on fire. That's not good at all.
No.
I am
Skeleton Galleon.
I am left leaning. I don't really specify much.
9 o'clock.
More towards anarchist than anything else, but it's just
I
support it. I don't like putting myself under a label just because I don't like putting myself under a label because I don't think that I'm like, oh, I'm a communist, so all my beliefs are this. My beliefs are my own. So I'm just
heads up.
Yeah,
Heads up, sloop to our 3 o'clock. Sorry to interrupt.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No,
is that everything, or we get to go to the next island?
I believe that's everything.
Okay.
I don't really have like labels. I don't know.
I just call myself a communist. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
The one thing that's I told Bucket, the one thing that's stopping me becoming a communist is American communist.
Communist,
holy shit. Oh
American but that's the thing though. That's the thing though. America cannot be reformed. Of course it's gonna be shit. You cannot turn America into a communist system
we're
because
talking
it
about American
doesn't work.
communists, and more like the people living in America who are just like, oh yes, the gulags and so.
Okay, yeah.
They essentially replace American it's American exceptionalism,
But
instead of like capitalism, it's communism.
Yeah,
Really
I hate it. I hate it. It's so stupid.
Fascists. We're like, oh yes, we love totalitarianism,
Wayfinder,
except we
where's
love it. Except we
the
put the
next
red
location?
star on it instead of the swastika. Southwest, but we have a level 5 Reaper who's running whatever the Reaper's faction is, like the Reaper's combat faction.
I think
Where is it over?
Matchmaking soon. So
I see.
They're at Crook's Hollow right now. They're at Southwest, which is where we need to go next.
I see him.
South of Devil's
It's a sloop.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's the. I think they're doing matchmaking right now. So let's just.
I will send up a firework to let him know.
Don't do that. We don't want.
Okay.
To give our
No attention. No attention.
Okay. All right. If he sees us, we'll set up a.
Yeah, because I think he's trying to search for a fight, and if we just go over there, we'll give him one.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because usually people who put that. I don't know. I've seen PvP sloopers, and one of us is still sick with COVID, so we are not on our game.
He's turning towards us. He's moving towards our direction.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, we might have a fight on our hands regardless.
Or we could just pull away from here. Head over to.
We're going south.
Daggertooth. We could go Daggertooth.
Well, he sees us, so I will let him know our friendly intentions, and if he wants to fight, that's his own problem.
Have any of you heard of Dawnlands? No, I have not.
We should go. Daggertooth directly the other way.
Southwest?
Yes.
Or northeast?
Behind us. Northwest.
Northwest. Gotcha.
Let's do an anchor shift.
We don't. Okay, yeah, sure. No, we don't need to do an anchor shift.
Oh wait, he's not. That's another guy. He's not turning towards us. He's currently going southeast. He's going towards the Ancients.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's the guy that I'm looking at.
Right now.
There may be another ship, but he's currently going laterally.
Okay.
Right.
And coming.
Well, anyway, let's just go.
Well, he can see us because he's level 5, but he's obviously not turning to pursue. So yeah, let's just go southwest to Crook's Hollow then.
Okay, fine. All right. Well.
No twist.
Yeah, I'm turning us. Don't worry.
Yeah. Just be ready for anything.
With the jacket that you have on right now, Yak, you look like Simon Belmont. Sorry, Trevor. Trevor Belmont.
Trevor Belmont. Yeah.
Treffy.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love the Castlevania series. It is so good.
Oh my god.
I love it so much.
I remember watching the anime, like on Netflix, and as soon as they brought like the Castlevania theme, it's like
No, it was the no, it was Bloody Tears. It was Bloody Tears. It wasn't Vampire Killer.
Yeah.
Vampire Killer is the Bloody Tears is the one that goes
No, they did play the Super.
Did they play Vampire Killer?
They did.
When?
They did it was like a short stinger. And I just like, oh my god, it's a song! They played the Castlevania song! I was just losing my shit. It was wonderful. Also, I'm pretty sure.
Sloop to our 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock?
Going behind the rocks right now. I see him.
Huh.
No, I love our cosmetics right now because it's Trevor Belmont, British Light Infantry, and then me doing like stereotypical pirate.
I don't know.
Fuck you, Richter. I went to Juilliard. What's a Juilliard?
You monster! You steal men's souls and make them your slaves!
Oh,
but
now we're being overdramatic.
perhaps the same could be said of all religions. Oh, shit.
Not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. The Belmonts being so anti-organized religion, I would not be surprised for them to say that.
Pouring when you start pouring a glass of wine because you realize the vampire might actually be right.
What is a man?
No,
A miserable pile of secrets.
What is a Twitter thing I saw? It was either a Twitter or a Tumblr thing, but people were talking about like what's the rule with like repelling a vampire with the cross? Can you do that with like any religious symbol? Like if I held up like a Star of David, would it do it? And somebody talked about it was either a Doctor Who episode or something, but somebody was like, oh, a piece of media did it where it's just like, if you hold it up when you have enough conviction, it'll repel a vampire.
Gotcha.
So they're like, I think it's an episode of Doctor Who, but there's an episode of Doctor Who where, like, an officer in the Red Army repels a vampire by holding up a hammer and sickle.
Hell yeah!
The Red Army.
Hell
like,
yeah!
It's like, oh yeah, there's different takes on it.
Heads up, 12 o'clock in, I think that's Plunder Outpost, sloop is currently parked.
Yeah, they might be spawning. Alexa asks, why do you have a...
Benny's getting approached by Emotep, and he's going through, like, the necklace of religious symbols.
Yes.
He goes across, it is a prayer. No, he goes over to the moon for a Muslim and gives it his
and then the Star of David.
One. Yeah.
The language of the slaves.
He's like, I love how Emotep thought Benny was Jewish, so the first thing he did was offer him gold.
Yeah. We're turning a bit too much. We're turning a bit too much.
No, this is where we need to go, though. This is the island.
I know, but it's like we might hit something.
No, oh yeah. Alexa asks, "Why do you have a butt plug on the helm?" And it's like, "Hey, look, man.
Listen.
When you're sailing on the open sea, sometimes you can get a little bit lonely."
We're sailing for a good time, not a long time.
I was gonna say it's because it's my boat.
Yeah, it's also. Right, anchor turning. I believe that's our fuckers over there.
What I was gonna say is, so in the
we were anchor turning.
in the series that I'm doing right now, that actually happens in the Dracula episode, and I play Dracula, and it's like, look at this, a silver cross, and then I go, I like the construction and the gold inlay on Jesus's loincloth. How about this? Experience the opposing but complementing powers of a yin yang. I always admired the Eastern philosophies.
It'd be really funny if you have you ever seen like a crucifix dildo before?
No.
You started showing a vampire that. What would happen?
The whole joke of the episode is that vampires are horny as hell. So
yes, they are.
So the entire episode is super like.
Part of the aristocracy, of course.
Yeah.
You're kicking around for 1,000 years. You gotta have a hobby.
Exactly.
You're kicking around for 1,000 years, and you're always in your 20s.
Hell yeah, dude! You kidding me?
No. Speaking of Soviet stuff, I'm actually really curious. Well, I mean, we were talking about communism.
Yeah, you're right.
I was actually really curious. Have you ever read the Elseworld story, Superman Red Sun?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
It's a very good
It's really
story.
Good. Do you know about the ending? Because the ending is...
Yeah, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
No, it's just crazy.
I just don't like it.
I like it.
They do a disservice to it.
Does Superman fly over to Yugoslavia and give Joseph Bronze Tito a big kiss on the mouth?
The whole point about Superman Red Sun is that both conflicts, both communism and capitalism were insufficient, and so synthesis needed to happen. To
be fair, if you're doing it like
it's just so it's just so safe. I don't know, man. Here's the thing, right? There's a saying that I really appreciate, which is the one piece of respect. Yeah, the only piece of respect that I have for Republicans is that they have the balls to look at me and call me a faggot kike. And that's what I am. That's what I am. And they have the balls to look at me in the eye and say that. I would much rather know the person hates me than someone who pretends to be my ally, but behind the scenes will fucking stick a knife in my back. That is the whole thing. So I don't want it to be safe. Fucking have a position. If you're gonna have Superman be a communist hero that stands for the same, like, the same proportional thing that Superman does.
Superman did fight. He sacrificed himself for communism. That's what happened.
Sure, but it's still like, I don't know.
He was still rock solid in his ideals. He was just he was adopted in Russia this time.
Yeah. It's just a bit safe to say like, oh, neither one is perfect. When
they didn't, obviously that, but what I took away from it is that both philosophies, like most human philosophies, are insufficient and incomplete. So, because there's no perfect policy or philosophy.
And no, I'll agree with you about it, but it's just like, instead of picking up the idea that even Marx said, like, communism as it stands right now in the Communist Manifesto will have to change because the world will change. And I don't know, man. It's just there's something that like to be palatable to a publisher, to be able to be published, to be able to be fucking, I don't know. It's just I can't. I can't.
The same person, people who hired Alan Moore, so I don't
exactly.
know. Yeah. Although Alan Moore really doesn't like DC Comics for very good reason.
Is that the guy who
he did Watchmen, and he is like
there we go. Yeah,
out and out communist.
Yeah,
like,
no, he does what he did Watchmen. He did Constantine, and he hates every adaptation of his work.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's
as
DC's
he should.
#1 Rasputin.
Yeah.
He also.
Cosplayer.
He also he looks exactly like Rasputin.
He does.
It's really funny.
Yeah, he did Killing Joke, didn't he?
He did do Killing Joke.
Do you think that's on purpose? He looks like Rasputin because he's a communist.
Discussing if communism good while playing Sea of Thieves. Oh no. Oh yeah. No. Here's the thing. Alexa is Serbian, so.
Every time that I'm on, this is what happens.
But hey, I love having conversations about people that don't 100% agree with me on stuff.
Of course.
Always good.
The thing is, here's the thing, right? And this is
don't throw me into the gulag, Rod, and just
no. The punishment system has to be rehabilitative, not punishing. It's not for punishment's sake. There must be rehabilitation, and the gulags are not a good way to do that.
No, they really aren't.
Yeah. Stalin's in hell for the Spanish Civil War alone, let alone all the other shit he pulled.
Oh god.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah, fuck you, Lucky. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Brazil right now, it's close to the first time that I've ever felt like pride about my own country. You know me. I'm a staunch anti-patriot. You know me. I fully believe that patriotism is a disease, and I am against the very existence of it.
Wasn't it Albert Einstein the one that says that nationalism for love of one's country just for the sake of loving your country can lead down a dangerous path?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like that's the biggest distinction I would do between like patriotism and nationalism. Is nationalism is like American exceptionalism, where like, oh, America's great no matter what, everyone who disagrees with America's bad. While patriotism is like acknowledging the good with the bad. So like,
yeah,
for like this isn't my view, but it's like
one can't exist without the other. That's my biggest problem.
No, like nationalism is the worst part that patriotism brought out, but
sure, but it's just for me, it's just like I would much rather be proud of the fact that we're all born on this planet, and we are human, and we are citizens of Earth. And just go from there instead of like, I belong to this country and it's the best one.
Rod, trust me, as a person who has like so many ethnicities in them, I could literally fill like a fucking Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Then do it.
Like, I get it.
Then do it, you coward.
No, I get it, but like here's the thing about America. I don't necessarily love America the country because America the country fucking sucks.
It's the people in America.
Yeah.
The average and I've said this before, right? And I'll say it again. You know, I make a lot of jokes about fucking Americans, you know, and all that.
Oh no.
but it's
trust me. You're preaching to the fucking choir.
Yeah,
now.
but my genuine position is the average American is a good person that cares about their neighbors. The average American just wants to live in peace.
Yeah, they just want to grill.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do.
That is the average American. They just want to have fun. They want to live in peace and not have to worry about their loved ones. That's it.
Americans, sign me the fuck up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Americans make fun of Americans. That's like one of our one of our biggest national pastimes.
See, I'm from Illinois, so it's like I was born in the land of Lincoln. It is my God-given right to make fun of the Confederacy.
Very true.
No, I remember having a discussion in
college. Okay, one second. Can we all just agree to make fun of the Confederacy? There's no qualms whatsoever. Hell yeah, baby.
I'm from Illinois. I've got Land of Lincoln on my license plate. It is my God-given right as a fucking North.
No, one thing I want to do when I go to the South. I want to see like.
I ain't an American. I'm a
and just
Yankee.
stab-
Oh,
just
way
stab
down south in the
Confederate.
land of traitors,
land of
rattlesnakes and alligators. Run away, run away, run away.
No, the one thing I want to do when going to like a Confederate state is just going over to like a statue and it's like nice participation trophy, loser.
Nice participation trophy that the slaves give it to you.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Nice. No, so I remember we were having a conversation because one of my roommates was like, I don't like it how immigrants come over, go over to America, get their certification, and then complain about how America sucks. They think America sucks. They should go back to their own country. And I just like turned around and was like, are you fucking kidding me? Complaining about America is probably one of the best fucking things about America. That you can legally do that.
Yeah, America's
I would want to
so
find
bad.
this minority so I can like shake his fucking hand because he is a true
America's
American.
so bad.
Goddammit.
The mark of a true American is
Why do you-
making fun of America.
Yeah, exactly.
America's so bad. Why don't you go to one of the countries that's been ravaged by America and live there for a week and then come back to me, huh, buddy?
Yeah, baby.
Oh my
It's like
God.
whenever I
That's
talk
so
about
fucking
Cuba,
annoying.
it's just like, yeah, like Castro was a little bit too new capping. I can like criticize Castro, but Cuba had every God-given right to hate the USA and want to do shit.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Like, I do not blame.
And right now, still.
No,
Yeah.
because
Drop
Americans would join
drop
in.
the restrictions.
No,
Drop the restrictions on Cuba. It's been like 60.
Drop the embargo, you
Yeah.
fucking ghouls.
Yeah. No, but we want to keep Gitmo. No.
Yeah. Then again, we
Yeah,
still
but the
keep Puerto
humans,
Rico, which
human rights abuses in Cuba.
Yeah,
You mean in Guantanamo Bay because it's in their territory?
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
And again, we still
Whoopsie.
treat Puerto Rico our own territory
Oh,
in the
that's-
Atlantic like shit. So.
I mean, Hawaii is still treated like a fucking territory, even though it's an occupation.
yeah. No, you can
Yeah.
talk to Yek about Hawaii all day.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, no, I have friends who live down in Puerto Rico, and one of them was just like, oh, like, cause like we talked about, it's like, yeah, I'm fucking white, and they're just like, oh, whenever I see you come down to Puerto Rico and give me a visit, I'm gonna give you a dirty look until I know who you are, because until I know who you are, it's another white tourist.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, that's fair.
Absolutely.
Know where the beach is?
Do you know where the beach is?
Do you speak American?
No, what I
Oh,
usually do is I just like
Española?
I just point. No, I remember there was there's a thing in Hawaii where people usually walk barefoot.
Yep.
It's just a thing that you do.
Yes.
Because it's just a pain in the ass to like go off the beach, put your shoes on.
I'm from Brazil. I know how that goes. I know how it goes.
No, but I remember walking around and it's like, there's just like these clearly like pasty white ass howlies just going in. And it's like, oh my God.
What is a haole? What is a
Haole
haole?
means white foreigner. It's essentially the
Wow.
Hawaiian word for.
I love that. I love that.
It's Polynesian gringo.
Yeah, no, pretty much. No, it's just like, oh no, this poor little island boy. He's too poor to afford shoes. Quickly, give him $5.
Okay.
Here you go, little boy.
Thanks.
Thanks for the $5, dumbass.
I went over.
No.
I used it on like a gachapon machine. Best $5.
Hell yeah.
No,
Hell
it's
yeah.
like the whole thing of like the
I'm like, sweet.
program that sends shoes to Africa, like the ones that'll like raise on. That's actually really because like it's good in theory, but in reality
Totally
they're
means a
sending so
furry in a
many.
wolf
They're
costume.
they're sending so many shoes that like there's too many shoes over there, and native cobblers.
Heads up.
because there's so many
Yeah.
shoes.
Heads up to our 7 o'clock brigantine moving behind us.
Got it. Oh, hey,
Mark
what is-
Warner.
Hey.
No,
look at
I
this.
remember there's just like, oh yeah, the new Pokemon game, Sun and Moon. Yeah, they're basing it off Hawaii, and it's like, wow, I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted about that.
That's a Reaper.
Oh, fun.
You did get long executor.
Yes, that is true.
You got long executor. You could.
That is good enough for reparations.
I'm
Here's a.
I'm
here's the
waiting. I'm
best-
waiting for whenever Pokemon goes to Ireland and you have a Pokemon who spends.
No, they did that already. It was Sword and Shield.
They did, but
Yeah.
they went to England. They didn't
That
go to
is true.
Ireland.
They went to
Ireland is a
England.
starting point. Yeah. Well,
Is
Ireland
it?
is a starting point. Yeah.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah. No, it's a. Yeah. No,
Damn.
the girl's wearing like a kilt and a fucking like.
Kilt is Scottish.
Fuck me. No, God damn it.
Yak with the casual racism. Got it.
Hey,
Southeast.
I'm half white. That means I'm half racist.
I see.
Southeast to
Okay.
Southeast to Devil's Ridge, by the way.
Roger that.
No, so, then, like, in Pokemon Sun and Moon is just like, oh yeah, no, guess what, Yektan? The starting island, or the starting, city is called Howley City, and I just looked at it and was like, they knew.
Oh my god.
They have to fucking
It
know.
was.
They
It really
knew.
was. How do you, is it written the same way?
Yes!
Like,
Exactly the same way as Howley.
H-A-U-L-I, right?
No, it's Howile.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see. Okay.
It's just like, oh no, they had to know. They had to know, bro.
Yeah. No, it's,
No way.
This takes me back to what were we playing, Rod? It was either we were playing something or it may have been another Sea of Thieves stream, but we got onto the topic of
Topic of what?
You're just like, hold on, got topic of like
You cut out,
Brazilians. Oh, we were because this must have been a couple months ago, and we were streaming something. I think we were doing
Mega.
Thieves, but Mega, I'm coming down. But you were just like, oh, I'm gonna read all the Brazilian states like a white person, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh my god, yeah.
Done reading, and I start reading them, and I'm just like, I don't know Spanish. And you're like, it's Portuguese. I'm like, I know that proves my point.
It's Portuguese.
It's like, yeah, you're proving my point.
We got it coming behind us.
Yep. I love
Yeah,
being...
and like some of them I'm like, okay, I know this from being on the internet, but I can still I'll still read it like I've seen it for the first time.
Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah. No, it's like whenever
Jesus wants a hug!
yeah, because I did German in high school, whenever I see like European words, I get like a German word, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. Like I'm putting on a German accent when I read French. I'm like, hold on a minute, that's not right.
No, little German boy, don't go in there.
No, little German boy, don't go into the weed cave!
Oh my god! This place is filled
Oh
with
my God.
blood smoking.
Oh my god, this cave is full of blood smoking.
My favorite one.
I'm filled with Blutschmuck.
My favorite one is, no, little German boy, don't go into that drag queen brothel. Oh my god, this place is filled with Kundenserven.
That's good.
Kundenserven is
Take that
fantastic.
German out of the child out of the river.
Oh my god, this place is full of smooth walking.
Once upon a blue moon, while I lived in LA, I did drag. I was a drag queen for a night,
Oh fuck.
and the name that I chose is by far my greatest achievement.
Rodimus Maximus.
Nope, I was Gordon Slamsy.
Oh yeah,
That's
you've talked about
good.
this. Yeah.
That's so good. Oh my god. That's amazing.
I was so proud of it.
That's my personal
Wave.
Instagram.
And the way I did it,
I'm like,
was that Gordon Slamsy is a dom drag queen, meaning that every time that I did something, I told everyone, and you better fucking say yes, chef, as soon as I'm done. And everyone was like, yes, chef. Incoming.
yep, I see her. No, it's
she
Alex
fainted,
Love
she
Health.
fainted.
Alex Love Health. Alex
Huh?
Bye-bye.
from Ramsey
Stream
brings
crashed.
gets
Oh,
the
no.
perks up.
God damn it.
Rip.
The stream crashed.
Stream
You
crashed.
know what else crashed?
Yeah.
Your mom.
We should be good now.
Your mom should be good.
Wow. Rude.
You know what else should be good?
Alright, well, we'll just ride it out. Hopefully it'll be fun.
Ah, what she said. Incoming!
How we go about you? I hurt my bones.
Oof, ouchies.
Apache.
I don't know where I picked that up from, but I say ouch.
Ouchie babouchie.
No, that's
Ouchie
from,
Bobouchie. Ouchie Bobouchie, that hurt my bones.
I think that was Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps.
Which one?
It's
Ouchie
Aaron.
babouchie?
Yeah.
Ouchie Bobouchie, that hurt
Nope,
my bones.
never heard that. I watch him all the time, and I've never heard him do that.
I know that a lot of like my weird gibberish comes from me watching Game Grumps.
Me too, yeah.
Harry! Oh no, John. I think JonTron said, "Ooh, ow, ooh, ooh, my."
No,
You know,
I got
I
my
love
I got my bones from some sort of meme.
My
I think it was a
boners.
skeleton meme where it's like, oof, ouch, my bones.
Yeah, okay, probably. It's been a while.
Ugh. My favorite joke.
This Mega was freaking forever.
My favorite joke ever from Game Grumps is they're doing a Christmas clothing thing, and Aaron goes, Susie, we got a little jingle jangle problem in our hands. Santa's going nuts.
My
Even
favorite
demons know. Even
Demons, no!
my favorite Game Grumps joke probably is either Mayor Luigi or
Death approaches! Better scuttle!
Death Approaches. Better scuttle.
Mhm.
There's another. It's like either Death Approaches or another one that I can't remember now that I'm trying to think of it.
yeah.
Ugh.
Damn.
Well, this is a fine pickle that we're in.
A fine mess of turnips we found ourselves in. Death approaches! Better scuttle!
Better scuttle.
I
No,
do
Wap
like
Goblin. Wap Goblin is one of my.
Hey! It's weapon time!
Man, I haven't watched Game Grumps in
What?
so
I got a
long.
weapon.
all
That's probably
all
why I
the
like
traumatized survivors are in the room. He
Subconsciously, that's
kicks the
probably-
door down. Hey! It's weapon time!
Yes, it's fine. It's weapon time. Subconsciously, that's probably why I like doing the Green Goblin voice so much.
Yeah.
The Wap Goblin.
Yeah.
When No Way Home came out, my favorite thing to do was the Norman's on sabbatical, honey.
Oh my, that's a Norman's on sabbatical, honey. It's
That's a neat trick. That sense of yours.
yeah, no. William Dafoe is like the one good part of that movie, and it's because of William Dafoe.
I can't help but love that movie. I'm sorry. I cried like a baby. I couldn't help it.
It's
Stop,
very
stop,
fan
stop,
service-y,
stop,
whatever.
stop, stop.
I'm turning.
No,
don't worry.
as someone who didn't grow up with the Spider-Man movies,
I did.
Like I've watched them since
I
then.
did
Like
too.
I've
They're
gone
great.
back and watched the Raimi trilogy and the Garfield movies, and like I've really. Well,
So here's the
everything
thing,
was
right?
Okay, I really like the Raimi trilogy.
My-
but I didn't have that
Trilogy's really good.
nostalgia going into it.
Yeah,
The
I
Amazing
did. I did.
Spider-Man series is all
Fair enough.
right. I really do
I
like it how
don't
they're
like
trying
it.
to make it. Well, no, I really like how they did the Lizard because that was Spider-Man's first
I don't
villain
know,
in the
man.
comic series.
To me, the thing to me is like, here's the thing, right? Spider-Man Toby is a loser. He's a loser. He's not funny. He's kind of he's super
like a
awkward.
chump.
Yeah, but Toby as Peter, perfect, perfect. The literal perfect
Yeah.
Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, fun, actually fun, funny, quippy.
Yeah.
Yes, but him as Peter Parker, never. He's a garbage
Yeah.
Peter
No,
Parker.
That's the thing about Amazing Spider-Man is they pull the whole
I mean,
thing
No Way
where
Home
like
he did pretty well. So.
yeah.
I hated
they
him
pull
every
the whole
second
thing
of
of
it.
like, oh, everybody hates Peter Parker in Amazing Spider-Man, even though he's this cool dude who like.
He's a cool skater, looks like a male model,
Yeah.
is super like articulate and
Tobey
charismatic.
Maguire- Yeah, Tobey Maguire, he's a greasy little
Oh,
weirdo. I
Yes.
get why people don't
Yes.
like Peter Parker.
However,
Like
Tom
Andrew
Holland
Garfield's,
for
like, this
me-
handsome young guy sucks.
Tom Holland for me, between the three Spideys that we've had, best Spidey. Single
Yeah,
best
no, they
Spidey.
did a-
He's
they did a
just really good.
casting for
He's
that.
good. He's a good Peter. He's a good Spidey. The development that they gave
Oh,
Peter.
Are we using made-up names? I'm Spider-Man.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I can't help but love it.
I mean, that's mostly the writers, but yeah, no, he
Yeah.
did.
But he delivered it extremely
yeah,
well.
no, he's good.
Holland is a fantastic actor.
Do you know what I think?
What?
I think they're gonna do next is that they're gonna introduce the Fantastic Four.
I hope
and then
so.
Spider-Man is gonna show up just like his debut comic in Fantastic Four number 14.
Yeah.
When Spider-Man is like literally looking for a job.
See, here's the thing.
Is
I
this,
do
is
not
this
want.
Bridges?
I don't want John Krasinski as Reed Richards.
Oh yeah.
Sue me, sue me. I do not like him as Reed Richards. He
No,
was
I don't
fine.
either.
He was fine for like a multiverse Reed Richards, but he
Yeah,
cannot be
I saw
MCU Reed
pictures of
Richards.
that. No.
He was fine. His delivery was fine. He didn't have a lot of time. With the time he had, he was fine. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work long term.
It's Jack Reacher.
Yeah. Him in any action movie, he's just stupid. I don't like him.
Yeah, it's,
I can't.
Yeah, no,
it's
that's
kind of
so
like
fun.
it's kind of like what's his face?
Tom
The
Cruise.
guy who was
Brad?
Michael Scott in The Office.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking
Now doing like more
Steve
serious
Carell.
stuff.
He's extremely good. I disagree.
really good.
I love him
No, but
as
no, I mean,
everything he
no,
does.
It's like the thing of like these comedic actors that are like trying to spread their wings, do something else.
As they should.
Carell is pretty good, but for like John Krasinski, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
Chris Pratt is okay at it. Chris Pratt needs
Chris
a
Pratt
little
is just
bit more
Chris
to work
Pratt.
on.
That's just
Yeah,
all.
no,
I
because,
don't like
because,
Chris Pratt.
He does really well in comedic roles.
Yes.
When he's like doing half and
Or,
half,
like,
like Guardians of the
semi-comedic
Galaxy,
roles, yeah.
where he can be funny, but he's got time to be serious. It's good. Stuff like Jurassic World, where he's like a very
No,
like,
God
like,
no, it was
Indiana
so bad.
Jones action hero.
Yeah, no,
It's
that
too
wasn't-
campy when he does it. It's
Yeah.
too like
Raptors.
he needs a mix where he can do a little bit. He needs a mix like Peter
I
Quill,
found
where he
our
can do a
idiots.
little bit of both.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he can't go full
Yeah.
serious, but he's funny enough, and he
No,
does.
he's like a good like action adventure sort
Yeah,
of. Like,
he's
Yeah,
a very good
like
Peter
an-
Quill.
he's
I
an-
will give him
he's
that.
like an Indiana Jones or like a Brendan Fraser in The Mummy type. Like he could do that.
Don't
where it's like
you
he's a
dare.
serious action hero, but he's
Don't
got
you
some funny-
dare
No, Brendan
slander
Fraser
the
can't be
name.
stopped.
Don't you dare slander
That
his
sort of
name.
Character. I'm talking that sort of character where he's an action hero, but he's a campy sort of goofy.
How dare you stand where he stood?
Yeah, but he can't do the full like Chris Pratt. Look at me, I'm a badass who like rides a raptor and eats raw meat with my bare hands.
Fight
Like,
back,
yeah.
you coward! Daniel Radcliffe, in all of his latest stuff, he's been so
you
phenomenal.
just killed America.
No.
I
love
love
how
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Like-
like just the one where he's in like a burlesque thing, and then
Yes.
somebody did a an
Have you seen
edit
Weird Al?
when they looked. Yeah, no, but
Oh
somebody
my
did
God.
an edit of like Snape and Dumbledore looking into the Goblet of Fire, and then it's just a picture of like dancing in drag, and they're just
Yeah.
looking at each other. It's like
Fantastic.
What the fuck?
No.
Fantastic. No, Radcliffe in Weird, the Weird Al movie, genius, pure unadulterated genius. That man,
He's in that movie.
he's Weird Al.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's phenomenal.
Weird Al,
No
Weird Al
way.
specifically picked Daniel Radcliffe
Yep.
for it.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
That movie's phenomenal.
The boy who lived is playing as fucking parody songman.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it's
No,
fantastic.
I
That
love
movie's brilliant.
that, Elijah Wood and Daniel Radcliffe did the same thing, where they're both like, okay, we're the leading in a multi-million-dollar blockbuster movie. Now we're just gonna do weird indie shit for the rest
Yes,
of our careers.
yes,
I mean,
that
hey,
is the
once you-
dream.
once you made
Like,
it, that's
Elijah
good.
Wood went from Frodo to Spy Kid.
And then he did what he did Hooligans right after.
Yeah.
That movie is sick, dude. I love that
Was it
movie.
true that Daniel Radcliffe like had a best friend who was trans and then did like this whole like video interview thing after
Oh,
like
yeah.
the J.K. Rowling thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
No,
Is he dating
he
a trans
openly,
person?
He's a huge
on, like,
ally.
A Queer Network.
Huge
on
ally.
A Queer Network. He like hosted interviews between like trans and non-binary people to like talk about the impact Harry Potter has had on their lives,
Yep.
and like talk about how like J.K. Rowling being a shitter is kind of ruining it for them.
He actively thinks Rowley is a cunt.
Well,
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
pretty much
everybody
none
does.
of the cast of J.K. Rowling, none of the cast of Harry Potter likes her anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, no,
Like, I
during
think
the,
there's, like,
during, the
one
Harry
guy
Potter,
who's
like,
still behind-
reunions.
Yeah.
I think it's the guy that played fucking Filch, maybe?
Yeah.
Or Slughorn. I think it was Slughorn.
Bloodhorn.
The person
No.
who played Filch or the lady who played Reader Skeeter. One of the
Oh, that she has the look for it. She has that
I know, they
turfy
did-
look.
Warner Brothers did like a reunion of like the Harry Potter like movies, so they
Oh,
brought like
boy.
all the actors back, and of course the only person who wasn't allowed was J.K. Rowling.
Incoming sloop, directly ahead of us.
Oh,
Got
go.
it,
Sorry,
got it.
to our right. White
Yep, let's go
white
there.
sails, no flag.
Ooh, that's bad. That's bad.
Why?
Oh wait, anchor's already up. Drop sails.
sails.
Probably means they're a hacker.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
I'm keeping my eye of reach on him.
Yep. White sails either means they're brand new, they're really good, and they
Don't care.
pull off, or they're
Yeah.
like hackers. That's the three meanings of it now.
I'm trying to see them, but I don't see them.
They're on a loner ship, so they might be hopping.
Well, I don't.
But yeah. No, I
All right,
I
have
remember
my,
that.
I have my thing on. I
I'm
have my
keeping
cameras
eyes.
on them.
Keeping eyes.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I see him,
think it
I
was
see him.
last year.
He's-
Oh, I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Hello, how are you?
Okay. He's.
All right, they seem to be no aggressive. I will not
Oh,
attack.
cool. Based teacher 198.
Okay. I love you too.
Did we already finish that island? We might as well just leave.
No.
If we did. Oh damn it. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
I love the text to speech read. Okay, bye.
I didn't know they added that.
No, they did. It's part of the accessibility setting.
Oh, that is so nice.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
I love.
It only does it for people who can, who only type, not voice chat.
We spent an entire like game trying to get it to say pussy by like typing different things to get it to pronounce it right. I think it's this one. Oh, Boosie.
Boosie.
Yeah, I think it's we found some sort of way to make it say pussy or pussy.
Alright, I'm looking up thing.
There it is. We got it. That's the one.
Yeah,
It's Boosie.
Mine isn't working again, which is
Mine
sucks.
actually has been working. It usually
No,
doesn't.
mine hasn't been working. Weird. Alright, well, crisis averted, I suppose.
Alright. I'm
Has
just
anybody
cooking
found
right
the
now.
skeletons. There should be on
Downstairs
Devil's
cooking
Ridge, right?
all the mega meat.
This is Devil's Ridge?
This is in fact.
We're in Crook's Hollow.
Oh, we're in Crux Hollow. Did we do Crux Hollow here?
I think so. Let me.
You know who else did Crook's Hollow?
Sunken Grove.
No, there
Rumrunner.
isn't any Crux Hollow one.
Yeah, we must have did it already. All right, let's get moving.
Yeah, Diddly Dan did it.
Alright, so we need to go to Devil's Ridge, so that's southeast, and Thieves Haven, which is also just directly south. Your pick.
Directly south.
Aye, Cap.
Roger that, kick.
Yeah, Bucket is technically the captain. It's his ship, or their ship.
Well, whenever it's my ship, everyone's the captain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the name goes out to.
We are the captain, comrade.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, this ship name just has a very sentimental
Primrose?
thing to me. So
Yeah.
This is my first D&D campaign was playing Rime of the Frostmaiden with some of my friends back in high school.
Aww.
And because they were just like, okay, you can do any character, it just has to be like within the 5e races. And I was like kind of into like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at the time. And I looked over the poster, I'm like, a skeleton pirate would be fun. And so we looked through the races. We looked through the races and we're just like, oh, there's no like official like skeleton 5e race. You're gonna have to find something else. I'm like, what else could I do? A satyr would be fun. So my first D&D character I played in the long term was Claude Blackpowder, who was a satyr. And something about them was really funny is they became accidentally trans like halfway through the campaign. And what I mean by that is because like in Frostmaiden there's like a big white dragon that like patrols the area who's like ridden by a dead wizard, and we were like looting a shipwreck of the ship that I had been formerly on, like getting the treasure out of it, and it was her territory. I tried to do some pirate things and I got frozen in a big block of ice and died. But the Steven, the guy running the campaign, was like, yeah, you could do reincarnation. And so I got brought back, we rolled for it randomly, I was a tiefling, I made a joke about me being naked and my dick swinging around, but then they proposed the question to the party of what gender should they be, and everyone decided that I would come back as a female tiefling. So Claude Blackpowder started as a man, became accidentally trans and became a female tiefling.
Fantastic.
But yeah, that campaign kind of fell apart because the player and the DM had a really nasty breakup like right towards the end of the campaign.
No.
So it kind of fizzled out and died. But yeah, it was my first long-term character, and my ship was the Primrose, and that is also why it's the Aurora Borealis ship set, because we were playing Frostmaiden. So that's like up in like the wild where there's stags everywhere. So yeah, and also we killed the dragon on that boat. We killed the big mechanical dragon on that boat. But yeah, this is just like the Primrose was like the ship of my first D&D character. So when I was making a break and naming my first time, I'm like, I'm gonna use the Aurora Borealis set because it's a nice set. We're gonna do the Primrose.
The first campaign I ever played, was I believe a first edition campaign. If I'm not mistaken.
Was it X or
no?
Edition?
It was first edition.
Okay.
It was the adventure was first edition, but we were playing second edition at the time.
Oh, was it 2X?
It was advanced D&D.
Advanced, okay.
So cool. We played Palace of the Vampire Queen, and that was the most grueling, terrifying, insane adventure I've ever been a part of. We made it to level like 15, I want to say, and when we got to level 15, we all got attacked by undead, and we lost a bunch of levels because of that. Because I don't know if you know, but back in the day, when an undead,
you can lose levels,
an undead, any undead that attacks you, if they hit you, you lose a level, essentially. Not every undead, but most undead attacks do that.
necromancers and stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Shades, whites.
It's essentially a -1 to all of your stats.
Essentially. But back in the day, it was a lot more hardcore than it is in 5e.
Yeah.
So
it's 3.5 too. Yeah, it was really
yeah.
tough.
So second edition, it's just so unbelievably relentless. And Palace of the Vampire Queen, if I'm not mistaken, I think it is the first D&D module to ever be published. So it was.
That was one.
Say again. You cut off.
For the first D&D module to be released was Tomb of Horrors, I believe.
Are you sure?
That sounds right, actually.
Yeah, because my friend, they updated Tomb of Horrors to run in 5e, but they talked about it, they're just like, yeah, this is the first, like, ever, like...
Let me look it up.
Is they released a published module because it was, like, Gary Gygax specifically made it for all the characters you thought they were really powerful, it would kill them. So it's basically like, oh yeah, you think your character's powerful until you...
Okay, so there's a bit of debate. Palace of the Vampire Queen was published in 1976. And Temple of the Frog in Blackmore's Dungeons & Dragons Rules Supplement was 75. But it wasn't an adventure, it was a scenario. Which, back in the day...
1917 versus the MP18 situation, where one released earlier, but one was technically classified as a submachine.
This is just a game of semantics.
Yeah, it's a semantic game.
Yeah. So, Temple of the Frog, Tomb of Horrors, and Palace of the Vampire Queen, I would say they're all like the first wave. Let's agree to disagree on that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's.
I'm okay.
I mean, I don't really care. I just,
stuff,
from what I've heard.
we should totally form like a little DM circle and then do some like swap some trade secrets with each other.
Oh my god!
I mean,
I would love to.
I could do that, except I'm a shitty DM.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, then I couldn't join you because
I may be paid for it, but that doesn't mean I'm good.
Well, I also kind of wanted like some feedback on a couple of future ideas for the podcast campaign, and I just wanted to run it by somebody who's definitely better at this than I am.
There's no such thing as better or worse. There's only whether you can entertain your party or not. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm really bad.
That's all that matters.
I'm.
If you're having fun, you are the best DM of all time. That's it.
This is true.
Do
you guys ever watch like Seth Gorkowski or like any of the other like tabletop sort of like YouTubers?
Not really.
They're pretty cool. You should watch them. They actually have they actually do reviews for like different tabletop games that I really want to try.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm kind of tired of Dungeons and Dragons. I really want to do like.
Yeah, I get it. It's just for me, D&D is just such a beloved thing for me.
Of course, that's what started my tabletop like adventuring stuff too.
Right.
But,
that was all I had when I was a kid.
You know, yeah.
Did I tell you the story?
My heart.
Did I tell you the story?
You may have, but I might have forgotten.
The way it worked was that it was I told you about my friends. Julio, Felipe, Pedro, and Arthur, and we must have been 7 at the time. I believe we were 7, and I was the only one of the group that knew how to read, write, and speak English at the time.
Right.
By no means was I fluent, but I could read and translate. One of their dads, and I can't remember which one of them, one of their dads had lived in the U.S. for a while during the 80s, and he had like an original Dungeons and Dragons second edition rule set.
Of course.
And it was super cool, but we didn't know what it was at the time. And they brought it to school, and they were like, "Rod, you know how to read. You know how to translate this.
You know how to read.
Read.
You know how to translate.
You're the only literate one among us.
You're the literate bastard. Read it."
I mean, I was gonna say.
Here's the bastard that can read what my paycheck says. Come here.
Did I get fucked over or not?
I need $10 to make rent. Does this say $10?
Making Brazil jokes right now, but go ahead.
I don't mind the Brazil jokes.
I was saying it's like the only one that could read. I mean, it's like, well, I mean,
it is Brazil.
So.
No, but essentially what ended up happening was I was the only one that could translate the book, and I felt like a badass because I could translate the fucking book. And so you tell us. Like, okay, so I did. And I essentially, whatever I couldn't translate, we homebrewed, but we got enough that we were able to start playing. And our first adventure that came with that guide was Palace of the Vampire Queen. And it was so much fun. And I remember I used to play, what did I play?
Yeah, I used to be really bad at reading modules, but I wanted DM, so I homebrewed everything.
I think I played an elf barbarian at the time.
Yeah, learn. Here's some advice for up-and-coming DMs. Please learn from a module. Don't learn from my mistakes. Just,
I mean,
try modules first.
Alternatively, do a homebrew campaign for 2.5 years, like I did, with a party of 7 people who it's their first campaign that they've ever DM'd.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
And also me. But,
hold your breath and go.
No,
wing it.
Infernal's fun. Infernal's fun. We just have to take like month or so breaks when I get involved with like theater shows and my nights are taken up. And also, I've been in a wave of demotivation and depression right now, so we haven't been playing a lot lately.
Honestly, I've been doing that too. However, my writing has been going really smoothly now, so hopefully we'll be able to actually.
You've been.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll actually be able to pick up or actually do like an official game of the podcast this year. Hopefully.
Hell yeah. If you are a new DM, if you're trying to figure out how to make things work, the first thing you should do is find a group that you can find a consistent schedule with. Because one of the biggest things... one of the biggest things that will affect... One of the biggest things that will affect your self-esteem as a DM, in my experience, is feeling like nobody wants to play your game because of schedule problems. You will feel that people are trying to skip out on you. And that has happened to so many people that I know. It's happened so many times to me. So find a group that you can have a somewhat consistent schedule. And when I say somewhat consistent, I mean have 2 main days that you're available. So 2 days of the week, have a main day that everybody tries to make it, and if not possible, have a backup day. So my party and I, we play on Saturdays. Sometimes we can't, so we move it to Sunday.
That's what I need to do.
We've gone on 3 weeks now that we weren't able to play, but that's fine because scheduling happens, and that's something that comes with experience of knowing, like, okay, no, they don't hate me, it's just scheduling.
Yeah, I know. I used to feel that as well back when I was a kid. So no, that's definitely some solid advice.
The other thing I will say, as you know, the best advice I can possibly give is steal wherever the fuck you want. Steal, just steal. If you see someone doing something cool and you like it, just take it. It's yours.
Unless it's Wizard of the Coast, then they might send a new OGL after you.
Yeah, I can confirm that my homebrew monster manual for Infernal, because I have the actual 5e monster manual.
Me too.
And then I have like a bunch of PDFs of like the officially released ones, and then I have my list that's a mix of homebrew monsters and monsters that I've stolen from homebrew sites that I'm using. Like I have a Infernal specific monster manual that is full of modified stat blocks, original stat blocks, and just
see
wiki.com.
When it comes to one thing that you might like it or you might not, it's 0 or 100 with this one. I, as a DM, like variable health for monsters. If I think that it obviously changing monsters during the encounter, you should keep it to yourself, because players might feel it's unfair, or players should feel like it's boring. But if you feel like an encounter is going too easily, just turn up the fucking difficulty, man. And if you and this goes for more modern groups, people that are more in touch with their own sensibilities, and people that are more comfortable with sharing their own insecurities about playing and whatnot, and what they want out of their character. One of the things I do is I will never kill a character without consent. Never. I'll just never do it, because I know how attached people can get to the characters, and I know how important some characters can be. And my campaign right now is not a campaign that is meant to be ruthless. It is a very long-form campaign, a campaign that's going to last for the next 5 years, foreseeably. And
Infernal.
I'm very,
I mean,
very specifically, like I've specifically said to my players, listen, if you have if you don't want me to keep that safety on your character specifically, let me know, because this is an opt-out system. You can opt out of your character not being killed outright. If they do die, maybe they'll go to a different plane of existence and they'll be rescued and whatnot. They're not gone forever.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
like,
want,
Odysseus coming out of like Tartarus. And
yes,
all that.
No, it's like when I mentioned Claude, like they died and we had like the big thing, but Stephen was like, okay, you go to this weird little druid settlement here, and you can do a reincarnation on Claude, but this is the only one you're getting for the whole party. Like, okay, if one of your character dies, you get one chance to bring them back, and then like
Sure.
from here on out, because we're getting into the late game and stakes are getting high, if you die, you die.
the thing for
Like, 'cause
me,
I was like towards the
I
late
played
game,
a-
towards like the end of the story, so
Right.
like, yeah, stakes are high. If you die from this point, you die because you used your
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll probably eventually do that.
I know a lot of people don't like permadeath, but I played one that was actually really fun. I remember one of my friends doing it. It was essentially like The Walking Dead, but in a high fantasy setting.
Yeah, that's fun.
And I played my character was probably the only one that didn't die because I was playing as like a rogue survivalist. So he was essentially like a really paranoid.
He was built for this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I used like the trap maker archetype, which
Ah.
works really well.
Yep.
So I was essentially like a scrounger survivor that would like, set up a lot of traps because I would be paranoid as fuck. Because,
Yeah.
Zombies. Of course
Yeah.
I'm going to be extremely paranoid.
Exactly.
I
So
accidentally killed one of my party members that way, which was really fun.
with character death for me, right?
Yeah.
It's
No,
and
it's
this
a thing- yeah, sorry. Before you do that,
Yeah.
it's sort of like a thing where it's like consensual. You have to like sort of say it up front, where it's just like, hey, this is a thing where don't worry about like going to 0 HP. It's not like permadeath or something. Or hey, this is a permadeath thing. Dying is a serious consequence. So if you're up for it, you're up for it. If not, then so it's
Right.
It's really all about consent. That's
it is.
Yeah.
It really
No,
is.
with companion death before. So like specifically,
Oh, Borge. Oh, no.
yeah, Borge. Borge is the
No.
big example. Like
My,
the thing about
my
because we've had
familiar
two
also died.
companions. Yeah, we've had two. Well, familiars I don't care about, so you just get your familiar
Yeah.
back. But like the two companion deaths that we've had that haven't been familiars.
I do have a
Ella, our wizard Drusilla, kidnapped. Basically, they found two goblin scouts, put them for royal interrogation, and then the royals are like, "Oh, do you want these guys back, or else we're probably just gonna kill them?" And they took them, and they had them as like two little companions, and one of them died in an attack because they got hit by because they're goblins, but they have 10 health, and they got hit by like a 30
Boblin.
damage attack.
Boblin the Goblin.
Yeah, so. One of them died because the goblins were Bert and Ernie, and then I think Bert died. It was either Ernie or Bert died. I don't remember which one. I always forget until we play. And so the other one, Ella was just like, "Hey, can I like since I only have one of them now, can I make them like a
we
lower
have
level
everything, by the way?
druid?" I was
I
like, "Yeah,
think
that's
so.
fine. Yeah, we should." But yeah, it was just like, oh, the tragedy and the grief of their friend dying awakened like a druid,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's like a checks and balances. Like, you no longer have two shitty companions; you have one better companion.
Right.
And then one of our Nim, our rogue, had a dog named Borge because they went to a shop and they're like, yeah, do you have a horse or anything we can ride? And they brought out a mastiff, and they're just like, oh, we're gonna take the mastiff. Let's call him Borge. And Borge was in a Modrone ambush, and I just kind of forgot how much health he had. So one of the Modrones just went over and started beating the shit out of the dog. And like, I read out the number of damage it takes, and Fox, the guy playing, looks at me. He's like, okay, just to let you know, if this is the damage they take, Borge is dead. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll flip a coin. Heads he lives, tails he dies. I flip tails. So I totally was just like, okay, I don't just want to kill them outright, so I'm going to leave it up to random chance. And
Yep, there it goes.
barking with the angels.
So Yektan isn't a crazy gunman as a DM or a player and kills the players to be funny. Not all the time, no.
Depends on the campaign, honestly.
So for me, when it comes to, I have a couple of rules in place. The first one is no pet death.
Random crits, fair enough.
Pets do not die. That just happens. If they reduce to 0 health, they turn tail, they run away, and they come back
Or
later.
they,
About this.
or they pass out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
They
we
run
saw
away.
The same Twitter post. We saw
Yeah.
The same Twitter post. I remember we talked about
Yep.
this.
So pet death,
And
no pet death is
and
huge
I saw
for
that
me.
Tweet, like, I saw that tweet a week after Borge died. I'm like, God damn it! I wish I knew this earlier.
Wow.
Yeah. No,
so
ahead.
the way that I go about
Coward not killing the dogs. No, don't do it. We don't want more John Wicks. That's how you get John Wick.
To be fair, Nim has turned into John Wick with Modrones now, so that did kind of happen. He fucking hates Modrones now because they killed his dog.
Yeah.
Or her dog. Her dog. Sorry.
Well, I guess we're getting canceled. Sorry. Go ahead, Rod.
I forgot what I was gonna say, so.
Rip.
Pet death. Sorry.
Yeah, pet death.
No, it was something before. I've been holding it in. Because I didn't want to talk over you guys.
Talking about for DM advice, I remember somebody talking about as a DM, you're essentially like the director.
Yes.
Of everything. So you essentially sort of control the flow of not only like exploration, role playing, but also combat. So if you need to tweak things like on the spot, like that's totally okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to be doing. If you feel like something is too hard or something is taking for too long, you put in hints or put in like stuff to help with that. And of course, like there's no like perfect strategy on doing that. It comes with practice, things like that. So
yeah, I have two main types of encounters. One of them are one of them is fixed health encounters. So
right, yeah.
those are a lot. In my opinion, they're a lot more difficult because these are fixed health and they're normally high HP enemies.
Yeah, it's like a boss fight.
Yes, and then I have variable health, which is essentially the best way to explain it is, listen, if my players hit him enough and I feel like it's enough, then they're dead.
If they die, they die.
Yeah. The thing about that is that it allows you to really hone in. Oh, I think I remember what I was going to say. So, I went to school for acting and minor in screenwriting and voice acting, double minor actually. And when I was working with that, a lot of the stuff that we had to do was regarding improv. And that just sort of lent itself extremely well to D&D. And one of the things that ended up sort of imprinted on me in regards to storytelling is that, well, not just that, but also the fact that it has to be a satisfying story in the end, right?
Yeah.
And I am very much avert to anticlimactic moments. I do not allow them to happen. My characters will never go through something that is anticlimactic. If they manage to one-shot a villain, a boss, the boss has a second form. If they one-shot the second form, it has a third form. It will build up until the right moment where tension is at the highest and they make a move that I know they're capable of making with their wits and the stuff that I've provided to them with items and whatever else. So, some people like that style of DMing, some people don't. I personally believe that it is my responsibility to give the players the best flow of rising action and climax as I can. That is my job. Their job is to.
God, I really want to talk about something, but I can't because Bucket is right here.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll deafen for a minute.
No, I mean we're live streaming anyway, and Zanzo
exactly.
watches the stuff, so I can just show you. Honestly, I could just talk to you about it later. It's
okay.
I mean, I'll talk about somebody.
Yeah.
Yes,
I did random crit a new player one time. It was not my proudest moment.
Well, the thing is, I am very careful with damage that I deal. And I very much target players in specific sessions. But the targeting has to be story related. It has to be thematic. It cannot be random. So there is this in my campaign. You have Ithilden, who's played by Emily, my girlfriend. Ithilden had the party had an NPC companion called Grimorian, and he was a warforged fighter, Echo Knight, who would cast disguise self on himself every day to appear human. because there's a lot of prejudice towards Warforged. They're all coming from Eberron, and Faerun is not used to that. A lot of people don't understand, what they are. They see them as soulless machines. So Grim didn't really trust the party with who he is, right? He was very afraid of being ostracized again.
Yeah.
Grimorian...
I made a character who's like that, actually.
Well, there you go. Grimorian ended up dying in an encounter, and it was directly Emily's fault. It was directly Thilden's fault, because there was a villain who had Grimorian pinned down on the ground with a sword on his chest, and he was like, you're going to tell me the location of the secret city, or I'm going to kill him. And she tried bluffing once, and it didn't work. And
It's on Alderaan.
Essentially.
They're on dead to it.
Essentially. And Ithilden was like, oh, it's there. And Virtucci, this villain who's extremely smart, she fails her persuasion check. She fails her deception check. And he's like, I'm going to give you one more try to tell me the truth. And she's like talking to the other players and whatnot, and they're trying to come up with a plan, and she tries bluffing again. And she fails the check. And this was a character that I had planned to keep for a very long time. It was essentially my DM surrogate player for me to also be able to have fun playing.
Oh yeah, DM PC. I love those.
Yeah, DM PC. So, I was like, well, I have to kill him. I can't just protect my own PC just because. This is a mistake that she has to pay for. So he just buries the sword.
It's hard to kill your babies.
Yeah. He just buries the sword into his chest, killing him instantly. And Emily, until now, is like traumatized by that. She is so sad. She loves Grimorian. And they're currently undergoing a massive quest to bring him back to life, which is constructs. Warforged in my D&D, they do not come back. That's like unheard of.
Right, because they're just like they're supposed
Hey guys,
to be
we got a red mermaid statue
machine.
down here.
Oh, nice.
Are they like a quote unquote like soulless machine? Like
No,
turn them off
they
and then turn them on?
they have souls, but the problem is that the change I made is that construct souls operate in a different way to regular souls. It is a full soul, but it is synthetic, so it cannot be resurrected by regular beings.
You took souls from the soul sword. Oh shit.
So the way it works is they can't just use a resurrection spell on him and bring him back.
Yeah, obviously.
They have to go through a whole ordeal. They have to find this thing called the Father Forge, which is, according to its own legend, that which repairs what is broken. That is the only description that exists of it. And one character used it to heal an old PC of mine from another campaign way in the past, because she used to play.
PC.
Yeah, she used to
His old
play.
computer.
Taylor, who plays Kirith, used to play D&D with me in another campaign, and my character there died because I had to move back to Brazil, so we made him die before I left.
No, just say he's going to Brazil. That's
So essentially,
Shark.
yeah, you're good. Don't worry, you're good.
I got you. No, I'll tell you the time when I killed PC, but yeah, go.
So essentially, Kirith, her tiefling character, wanted to resurrect Ripley because Ripley killed himself to teach her a lesson of like how sacrifice is important and that kind of stuff. She was like kind of her his surrogate daughter, and he was a Kalashtar, but a variant. Instead of a Quori spirit in his mind, it was the mind of his dad, who is really fucking evil. And his dad was taking over, sort of like a Cyberpunk 2077 thing. And he was like, I cannot let my dad take over, because if he does, he's going to kill Kirith. So what I'll do is I'll die and I'll protect her. So he does, but Kirith never asked him to do that. And so she wants to bring him back to essentially be like, how dare you come into my life, make me care about you, and then just check out. You don't get to do that. And
Adios.
it was supposed to be this beautiful moment where she brings him back, but here's the thing, his soul belongs to a Sararak now, and when he came back, he is no longer the man she knew. He is his dad, and he has become a revenant. So he's hunting her through the different planes of existence. And now here's the thing. Ithilden wants to revive Grimorian. And the whole point around it is that I cannot take the consequence away. I cannot take it. And so for that character growth to exist, the consequence has to exist. So I think that's what I was trying to say.
Sorry, we're just trying to find.
It's okay.
We're trying to find. Oh, there it is. All right. Yep, straight north. All right.
And the other thing,
northwest and then northeast.
And the other thing, if the world doesn't breathe, if the world doesn't happen while the players are not there, it's not fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no. D&D is a collaborative effort. The characters make the story as much as the DM does.
No, but what I mean is the world has to move on without the players if they're not there.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like like a real world.
I could go through a few things. So like a lot of the variable health things I can talk about the fight with Browspear. So basically, like, I've talked about Infernal before, but the whole shtick about Infernal is, like, this one continent of Larian is the starting off point for, like, a demonic invasion of... Because basically, like, the world, there's 9 different layers of existence, and the world we know is on the 7th ring, the material world, and then there's the 8th ring, which is, like, the ring of punishment or hell, depending on who you ask. And so, like, there's an invasion of hell into, like, the material world, and so Larian is the starting off point for this, and all but, like, a tiny little southern tip of the continent has been occupied, and the continent has been split between the Infernal Lord's most, like, loyal lieutenants. And so the desert, the Painted Desert, this area on the continent, was controlled by Rauspir, who is this, like, crazed artist. So, like, all the... Like all the sand is like been turned into like bright fluorescent colors. There's just strange occurrences happening. The geysers spew like red hot paint. The top predators in the desert are now like huge wasps that have like grown and become huge. And so like the party is there for a year, and they finally get to Rauspir, which is like the huge boss of this campaign. Also, it turns out one of the players is playing a Hexborn or a Hagborn. Who their whole shtick is like they were sick as a kid, they like lived in this village as a kid, and then they started recovering, and turns out that their parents had made a deal with a hag to make her better, and so this is Nim, and so she's like, this is demoted by like growing a ring of thorns around her head, so like she's human but not quite,
right?
Because she's got like hex blood running through her veins, and it turns out that we slowly revealed that the hag was a patron of Rauspir, so like Rauspir sees Nim as like his daughter. And wants to make her like a queen of the desert, and has like promised her power if she joins her.
Gotcha.
And so we reach Rauspir. They have that little family drama, and I had set Rauspir for 100 health because I'm like, oh, that'll be hard and difficult, and he's resistant to like a bunch of non-magical attacks and different magical effects. That'll be fine. The player whittled him down to about 20 on their first turn, and he missed his first attack.
Jesus.
So I'm just like, cool, he no longer has 100 health. He has 300 health, so we're going to make this go for a while.
Yeah.
And it goes for a while, and then Nim, she gets the final blow. She does, like, the final nip on his health. Or he's, like, at 3 health, and it's her turn. And she's just like, I have this crate of dynamite that we... somewhere. Can I throw it up in the air and shoot it to do my final damage? And I was just like, you know what? Roll a dexterity check, and she hit it. So, like, she took down her, like, patron with this huge fucking blast of dynamite. So, yeah, but, like, that's a variable health thing about how this boss was almost super anticlimactic. Yeah. But I'm just like, you know what? Fuck what I wrote down. They get 200 more health. This is gonna be
exactly.
A fun fight.
So,
I can honestly share
Kirith,
a boss thing that I had planned.
Kirith's dad, the tiefling lady, Kirith's dad, is called Aragon, and he is Hell King. Asmodeus is no longer the king of the 9 hells. This is his descendant, essentially. And Aragon is Saltbrook. Yek, you know Czar from the server?
Yes, I believe in passing. I
Czar,
remember doing that a couple of times.
Czar plays a warlock paladin, a fiend warlock Oath of the Crown paladin, and his patron is a fiend who is also Aragon. So Kirith's dad is Saltbrook's patron, which I think is hilarious, and he wants Kirith back to the Nine Hells. So he's telling
ceremony must be absolutely awkward, huh?
Marceline.
He's telling Saltbrook, if you want to keep your powers, you will knock out my daughter and bring her back home.
Uh-oh.
And Saltbrook is like, I don't know if I'm gonna do that, Chief.
Yeah, that's a bit sussy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also an anecdote for Nim that I forgot. So, since the party had arrived there, I'm like, okay, I need to get them on, like, the story track. How am I going to do it? Oh, there's this character called, because, Ralsper is an artist, there's just going to be an artist in the desert that, like, curious about his technique and looking around, and he gives them, like, clues on, like, what they need to do. He's like, okay, I discovered, like, what you need to do to gain entry to his palace and take advantage of his pride. You need to make, like, an effigy of all his greatest works and present it at the palace gates, and that's the only way that he'll let you in, so you can kill him. And so he's there as, like, sort of a guiding point. And then he was just supposed to be, like, just a mysterious, just, like, NPC. Just, like, a mysterious NPC that, like, oh, what's his deal? I don't know.
Fair.
But I came up with the idea of, like, a month before the Ralspear fight for a different quest. I was just like, hold on. What if he was an angel in disguise? Because angels are a thing in this world. Angel lore is fun. I can get into that. But I was like, what if he was, like, an angel in disguise who's, like, guiding the party, like, on his own terms? And then Nim died, and so I'm like, okay, Nim died, the devilish patron that gives her power through, like, the Hex Pact has now died, so the thorns on her head immediately, like, shrivel up, and she goes into what is essentially a coma.
Yeah.
They're like, uh-oh, Nim's gonna die here because her power's been sapped out, and so they bring her to the goblin camp where the artist had been waiting, and he's like, okay, I kind of saw this coming. I only have one solution to this. So he reveals himself as an angel and departs his holy light onto Nim.
Ooh.
He's reborn.
That's pretty cool.
And instead of the crown of thorns, she now has, like, a big glowy halo. And because of her race, she had a few innate spells she could cast, and those have been replaced with, like, more holy divine spells.
Dude, I fucking love characters that just have a glowing halo around their heads.
Yeah.
Not like an an angel halo that just floats, but like around their head is constantly glowing. I just love that.
Yeah, have you do you
It's like 40K.
Gabriel from,
like
have
40K.
You seen Gabriel from Ultrakill?
No. Yes, I have. But I'm thinking 40K.
Halo, but it's like,
I'm thinking 40K, the Living Saints.
I know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, the halo she and other angels have is like the Gabriel Ultrakill thing, where it's like a big, like, glowing symbol behind their head. It's like, that's the kind of halo that she has.
Gotcha. I have several. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, getting into divine lore, or just like the cosmology of this, like, universe, because this is basically all homebrew. I don't really like using the pre-made stuff in D&D because I like to have more creative freedom.
I do.
I do.
Like,
you're using it. You're using the cool realm stuff in your campaign, and that's sick as hell. But basically, like, all of existence was just kind of, it's like pre-Big Bang Theory. Like, all of existence just kind of like this nothingness, and materials are floating around until these beings made of pure light, like, gained consciousness and decided, hey, let's organize and structure the universe. And so they constructed for themselves, like, semi-mechanical forms, and they are the Elder Craftsmen.
Yep.
So they, like, divide, like, the universe into layers. The workshop where they oversee, like, the creation of everything, and they're doing their whole thing until they get to the material world, and, like, they're doing animals, and they make dinosaurs, like these huge, powerful, like, amazing creatures, and they're like, wait, these are awesome, but let's make something that has similar powers that are intelligent, because, like, the dinosaurs are these great, powerful, like, beautifully evolved creatures, but they're not smart or sentient, and so they make dragons, which are basically,
Sloop
like,
dead ahead.
the power of these animals with intelligence. Long story short, the dragons make quick work of the dinosaurs and completely drive them to extinction.
Right.
And so the craftsmen are like,
that's not good.
I'll keep an eye on the map. And the craftsmen are like, okay, that's fine. Let's do that again. Let's make intelligent creatures. Let's also put magic in the world. So that's how, like, the humanoid races began, and, like, how magic was first introduced, and, like, dragons get their draconic breath from there on. But one of the craftsmen was like, no, this sucks. Like, we're not learning anything, and we're, like, the beings of, like, pure power, and we completely control the universe, and they're not taking advantage of this power. They're just sitting by being passive observers, throwing stuff at the wall. So he organized. I forget what name I gave to him. I'd have to look back at my notes. The treacherous one. So he organized like himself and a bunch of beings he made, which was later turned into demons, to basically have a huge like revolution against the different craftsmen, try to kill all of them, and then take like creation for himself. And the craftsmen didn't really have anything to fight this with, so in a last-ditch effort, they made 12 of them with their... Because the craftsmen are like holy light, just like puppeting around these constructs. So the craftsmen like imparted their own holy light onto these new mechanical beings that they made, and these are the first 12 angels, the archangels. And they like essentially drove like the demons out, defeated the treacherous one, and banished them to hell. And so from then on, they like made more of them, but then they realized that, oh, if we make angels every single time with our light, we're just going to completely run out of light, and we're not going to exist as beings anymore.
Heads
So
up,
you
we're heading really close to that sloop.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out.
They're coming towards us.
Are they?
But yeah,
They
and
might be
then
still
They're
parked
turned
there.
towards us.
I think they might be doing something else.
but yeah, and so
Either that or they're going back to
okay,
the outpost.
we're gonna create dominions, aka greater angels, which are like half organic beings, half like mechanical divine light. So they're still like powerful, but they're not fully light beings as powerful as the archangel.
White sails.
And then
They're
they
coming
eventually-
towards us. They're gonna intercept.
Yep. All right. Is it the same guys as before?
Don't think so. This one has a name.
This one is. Yeah, this one's.
All right. Yeah.
We can still.
all right.
We can outrun them. We have crosswinds.
Yeah.
Cannonballs are loaded.
And then, and then eventually it gets down to virtues/lesser angels, which are like more traditional, like Christian angels, where they're just like human body with divine form, essentially. But because they're like fully organic beings, they have like full autonomy to be like, I don't want to be an angel.
Take back.
Angels come to the material realm, breed with mortals, and that creates cherubs, otherwise known as Asamars in this universe. So, specifically, the angel who was the artist, which I can't remember his angelic name, but like he was a lesser
not gonna be
angel,
able to
so
catch
like
up
the
with us.
organic angel that is just like come with disguise. Because the thing about the Hell Invasion is it's got absolutely no response from like the angels of the Guardians of the Universe. Like they're strangely silent on like the treacherous one coming back and trying to take over the material plane. So like the artist is just sort of this lesser angel going out at his own little shtick, just like independently trying to like help save the world. And so he recruits the party to do it. So he is a
Gotcha.
lesser angel and is now sort of... So Nim's kind of an Asamar, but not... Or an
diet
aka
Asamar.
cherub. Yeah, it's like she's not a direct descendant of like someone of angelic blood. She's just been given angelic power.
There's another angel on Crescent Isle.
Oh, we're gonna. We're
Another
overshooting.
another sloop, I should say.
We need to
Yeah,
go
that's
northeast.
the weird cosmology of my world that I've made up.
Gotcha.
I mean, I could share mine, but we've been going at it for quite a bit.
Yeah, fair.
I'll only tell a tiny thing. I have
Fair.
other adventuring parties in the world that are doing their own thing, and that the players come into contact with, and
Lord Jenga.
the one that they're still they still haven't formed the adventuring party. They will once the players meet all of them. You have Red, who is a vengeance paladin tiefling. Obviously he's red. He has big mutton chops. He's really nice, very kind man. Then you have Slayer, who is a warforged barbarian, path of the Doomslayer.
Okay,
It's a complete homebrew, but you know
Yeah,
he
I
functions
yeah.
as the Doomslayer. Then you have Saint Celestine, who is a human barbarian, path of the Living Saint. If you know Warhammer 40k, then you know what she does.
Yes. Hit
Then
things with hammer
yeah.
really hard.
then you have Stinkbeak, who is a Kenku samurai, who ran away from home because he wanted to be the greatest samurai to ever live. And then you have Cassandra, who is the daughter of my universe's essentially Count Dracula, but he's you know the Castlevania anime. Imagine that,
Yeah.
but he succeeded in being a good man. He made his wife Elena completely immortal. He didn't turn her into a vampire, but she is immortal, like him.
Right.
And they both used to reign over this place called the Regnum of Magna. And the Regnum of Magna used to be a very prosperous land, but after Elena managed to turn Baron Cesare Scarlatino, that's his name. He's Dracula, but Latino, and really, really smooth.
Latinacula.
Latinacula, yeah. Draculatin.
Dracula.
Nose for Latina.
Those for Latino. Oh my god, that's incredible. And essentially what they did is they
Draculax.
essentially gave ownership of the Regnum to the citizens. And it is a communist utopia in the middle of Faerun, between the two superpowers, the Coalition and the Federation. Now here's the thing. They have achieved perfect abundance of resources and of like plain employment, full everything, because the citizens, when they die, they willingly give themselves over to a necromantic spell that removes their souls and sends their souls to wherever they would normally go, but it keeps the body. And essentially all of the work in the realm is done by these undead creatures who are revered by the rest of the population as the greatest show of dedication to the people. You never serve in your life, but you will serve forever in undeath.
Right.
But not your soul. Your soul is free, it's at peace, and it's like
Body will be doing that.
exactly.
That's like voodoo stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's an anime like that where just like, oh, they experimented with like necrotic technology, so now like corpses went on by like, necrotic robotics.
Motherfucker,
or, like,
that's
doing all the work
Dark
in the world.
Souls.
Yeah, so the communist utopia in the middle is like literally a utopia because people don't have to do anything like there's no soul crushing work. People work in the things that they want to do.
Soul crushing.
Exactly. People work on the things that they want. They focus on art. They focus on just living a good life and helping each other.
Episode of the Mandalorian.
And they consider themselves, becoming, giving their bodies up to the Republic as the greatest honor that one could ever undertake. And so Cassandra is the daughter of Elena and Cesare, and she has decided to become an adventurer. And she is
another mermaid statue.
Ah, yeah. And she is essentially going around the world, sort of getting to know how the world works. The people of the Regnum are extremely grateful to Cesare and Elena. They still call them king and queen, even though they have no power whatsoever.
Yeah, it's like it's sort of like a formality thing.
Sure, but that's the thing, right? It's not even ceremonial. Like, they don't do anything a king or a queen should do. The people just said, like, you guys can just keep your castle. Like, we don't care. We're very grateful to what you've done for us, and we just honor and respect you, and we love you very much, so thank you for allowing us to live in a prosperity that's not seen anywhere else in Faerun. So that's my little lore that I really enjoy.
I mean, I literally have an anarchist faction in my campaign that was started by one of my players in a previous campaign.
Sick. I love when that happens.
Yeah.
No, that's the fun thing about because I've talked about like the dynamite. Basically, the setting for Infernal is like 1860s-ish, like that sort of technology, and so like the Kingdom of Larian, where the party is out of, that is sort of a weird. Basically, the history of continent wasn't like a native continent towards one of like the humanoid races. Like the only people who were native to there were like small little like Maori type tribes of bird folk.
Oh, that's
and,
super
like,
cool.
People went there. Yeah, people went there because like originally the first expeditions that went there is because thousands of years ago there was a hobgoblin empire that ruled all over the world, which that's a fun thing. One of the continents was dominated by the hobgoblins who run an empire, and then they created the goblins as their servant race. Eventually, the goblins had a revolution, took down the empire. Now hobgoblins are extinct all over.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but people were just like, oh, there's an ancient hobgoblin treasure buried on this continent. Let's go find it. They get there. They figured out that there wasn't actually anything.
Thank you.
It was like 2 tribes of dwarves and elves, and
You might want
like,
to run.
wait a minute. There's like it's really good for farmland, and it's very rich in mineral deposits.
Right.
So pretty soon, like big agricultural and mining companies popped up on Larian from like these expeditions, and eventually they saw like the other kingdoms in the world eyeing them up. So they're like, actually, let's make this a little bit more official. So the son of the mining company and the daughter of the agricultural company married. So basically, they are the Kingdom of Larian, but it popped up from just 2 trading companies wanting to make themselves. It's like if the East India Company legitimized into a full state.
Like in the British Raj.
Yeah. So like it is a kingdom, but it's a kingdom that is that was still very much ruled by like their trade to the outside world, and they didn't really have a long history. They're just, and also they're relatively new. They're 800 new for like the continents there. So it's sort of like a Tsarist Russia thing, where like they're weirdly totalitarian. The government isn't super progressive. They're late to the game on like steam technology, and the king is kind of an idiot.
Right.
But the infernal. And, like, the different advisors that were, like, to the king and queen, they would often be like, okay, the royal family is their own thing, but the advisors are going to be picked from these trading companies. Like, they're going to be the top men from these trading companies for a royal advisor. But ever since the infernal invasion, the king decided to pull a Tsar Nicholas II right off heroically into battle and get him and his entire family slaughtered. And most of the royal advisors are gone, too. So the royal government is in the, like, previous really small port city of Athara. The only advisor left is an advisor Ashwood, like a small little wing of what's left of the Royal Guard, and just this one of like 12 royal advisors is just sort of the de facto ruler of what's left of the Kingdom of Larian, and they're just sort of like, okay, we're holding on and surviving on this small little chunk of the southern continent. So it's going to be a question of, after the Infernal Lords start falling and the royal government is allowed to spread out and start retaking its territories, of what it's going to look like now. Because the old system really didn't work, and the companies that used to live here are either non-existent or they've failed and gone to other continents. So, and there's no members of the royal family left around, so you can't bring them into power. So what's the government of Larian gonna look like after this is all over?
Right.
So, I don't want to get too spoilery because Yek is a player in that game.
Yeah.
So
what's going to become of the Kingdom of Larian is going to be a question that's going to crop up as we get later into the campaign.
Right. The way that I established the Forgotten Realms with like politics and whatnot, I looked at it all,
Politics, my favorite.
The way that I looked at it all, I was like, meh. There's no real like overarching communication and trade routes between anything. Like it feels very like isolated with the way that Wizards has set up. So what I did was, a lot of the campaign revolves around the Warforged. So what I did was, well, Warforged are from Eberron. For them to be in Faerun, there would have to be a huge reason, right? First off, you have plane shift, or a gate of some kind, where you need to get all of these people here. Why would they all be coming here? So, if you know Eberron, you know the Last War, and in the official canon, the Last War ends peacefully, and the Warforged are freed, and now they have full sentience and whatnot. Corvair essentially survives this conflict, even though it's huge. I changed some things around. First off, Eberron is completely destroyed. It's a wasteland. It's like Fallout without the fun.
Nuclear, baby.
It's essentially a nuclear wasteland.
Northeast for northeast.
The Warforged have completely left as refugees, and you have all the remnants of Eberonian of the Eberonians that made it to Faerun. There's only 2 types of Eberonians. Either they're part of the Coalition, who are predatory capitalists. It's essentially a mega corporation of hundreds, if not thousands, of smaller corporations that all banded together.
A syndicate. Yeah.
Essentially a syndicate. And you have regular people, regular refugees. What the fuck is happening?
Did we just walk into a... Oh, yeah, we walked into an armada.
What is that? I haven't done this.
Skeleton armada.
Skeleton boats.
Okay, I'll take the help. What do we got?
Anyway.
We don't have to stay here. We can just go through it.
Yeah.
Oh, right side.
All right.
I see it.
Oh wait, no, this isn't. This is just a random event. Okay, cool.
Get their asses.
Cowabunga it is.
Cowabunga it is.
Yeah.
Aim low, aim low.
I'll keep us on him. So essentially, you have Faerun, who has organized itself, the Sword Coast essentially has organized itself into what I call the Federation. You have Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep, and Neverwinter as the main cities. They're all city-states, so they're all countries. Anchor turn, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need an anchor turn. They're all city-states, countries of their own. And the coalition is starting to push in. But the main thing is that in the middle of it all, you have the Kingdom of Sylvania, which is a kingdom of elves. Used to be the first people that were in Faerun, the first big empire. And they've slowly been pushed out. I'm going to them. I got it.
No, I didn't know if that was a player ship or not. I wanted to check.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Let's get on them.
Yep.
Give me sails full left.
Alright.
So
Cowabunga it is.
you have the Kingdom of Sylvania smack dab in the middle. They used to be a massive empire. They got pushed back by the other humanoid species. And you have the Sword Coast trying to push more east to create what is essentially a highway called the Long Road. That would make trading super easy. That would be a bunch of really good stuff, but also would solidify the Sword Coast's dominance of Faerun. And the coalition is like, we care about the indigenous elves. You can't do that. They really don't, but they're there because they can make money out of that.
Yeah.
And the Warforged, the Warforged are all refugees under the command of the Omnissiah, who is this really, really powerful Warforged.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, who is considered a god to them. And they just want to carve out a part of the Sword Coast, which is Omn, to the south of the Cloud Peaks, and essentially make their own country to live free of organics, because they were enslaved by the Eberonian organics during the last war. And so essentially you have the Federation, who basically works as the United States. They're imperialists. They're like very militaristic. They do the Starship Troopers service guarantees citizenship.
I'm doing my part too.
Yeah, and in order to be a citizen, you have to serve for 10 years. And the coalition is this super predatory. Yes. Harpoon them. Harpoon them. Get him.
We're at a range.
Yeah, we are.
We should be in range right about now.
We are, but like.
No. Oh. Did you steal a skull from him?
Did.
Yeah, Rod. No, you gotta turn us out a little bit.
I will.
Again, these things do not have very good swivel. This isn't a sloop.
You should have them right about now.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. So the main the three main factions are essentially gearing up for World War I, but in D&D.
Yay.
We're introducing technology. The first semi-automatic pistol was unveiled during a peace summit that the players were trying to mediate, and it was essentially the detonation of Nagasaki and Hiroshima as sort of like a fuck you, look at our technology, don't mess with us. And the coalition is like, holy shit, we need to be able to respond in some way. And so right now there's this really, really tenuous stalemate in play where the coalition and the Federation are... Oh, fuck. Sorry. I went a bit too much.
Oh, fuck, it also went in. Oh,
I tried to die for it.
no, I'm on.
Nice.
I'm keeping us close as possible.
Yeah, we keep hitting the front. We keep hitting the top. We need to hit more below. Yeah, you might want to go down and repair, Rod.
1 second.
We're both off.
Yeah.
I was hitting them with fire bombs.
People would call it work, so
I know.
I'm doing most of the work. Rip.
So 50.
Yeah, so So we're essentially in the like really tenuous peace moment between the two, where the players don't know when the war is gonna start, but when it does, it's going to be World War I completely. Like trench warfare, a fuck ton of casualties, just like war in a scale that Toril has never seen before. And I'm so excited for it.
Rod, how could you? You stole my idea, JK.
Yeah, hey, World War I is also playing a part in Aeon.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it is. I mean,
yeah,
it's more like Chinese sort of imperialism, standing army, Persian Empire sort of stuff.
That's super interesting.
Not necessarily military dictatorship, but the Emperor has been ramping up more of a paid, trained force rather than conscripts.
Right.
They're more loyal,
Storm.
more efficient, and obviously more trained.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird that the Emperor is doing that, considering the fact that he was supposed to bring in.
I'm gonna need some help in here, boys.
Yep, I know. I'm already on. I'm already below.
Yep. I hopped on as well.
All right, we need to keep hitting them.
Wait, am I the only one on the boat right now?
No, we're all here.
Okay.
Lifting up sail, so we can turn.
Yep. But yeah, I say that.
Fuck.
Big rock.
Big rock.
Fuck me.
We're good. We're alright. But yeah, I could say for
We're going too fast.
for the world of Diora, which is the setting of Infernal, I never say that name yet, but that's officially what the planet is called. The world of Diora, there are. Yeah, no, I always forget about it too. I'm like, oh yeah, I gave this world a name, so I can just stop calling it the world of Infernal then. But the world of Diora is 6 main continents. You have Kalatar, which is one of the oldest continents, where magic was first introduced to the world. So like that's where a lot of like the fantastical races, like gnomes are from there and that sort of thing. That's originally where elves were from, but they early on in their history they migrated to Sassafropa, where the other humanoid races are from. So now it's just like there's a lot of like weird twists. Oh, like the really prestigious magical college are on Kalatar. Like 2 of our party members are from Kalatar, Hoy and Drusilla are elves. Gardenia and Gabardenio are sister continents. They were originally...
Get ready on the right side for a broadside.
Until an earthquake split the 2 in half. So one is a very like highly industrialized agricultural continent.
Keep turning left.
Yeah, Gardenia is a Gabardenio is a industrialized farmland, and Gardenia is like huge textile plants. So like producing all like the agricultural stuff that
I don't have line, Rod.
Gabardenia.
Give me a second. I have to fucking fix the sails.
Oh, you could
don't worry about the sails right now. Just positioning is more important.
Yes, but otherwise we're gonna lose speed on them.
Don't worry. They can go faster or as slow as
Yeah,
they
no,
want.
skeleton sloops can go as fast as they want. They are affected by like acceleration.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gardenia is like a huge industrial continent, and Gabardenio is like the agricultural continent. They have a symbiotic relationship, and
No, I got it.
Gardenia is like industrial revolution type deal, where the conditions are kind of horrid, but there is quite a lot of work. So like a lot of like more discriminated against races like tieflings go to.
Gotta keep going left
because they know that they'll be able to find work and a home there.
Take any
Look at my list. Sassafropa is the like home world or home continent of like humans or like all. That is a lot of agricultural. Like Nim, who I mentioned earlier, is from Sassafropa. She's like sort of from like a backwater, like this farming community. Ganymede is the one I mentioned earlier, the ancestral home of the Hobgoblins that the Hobgoblin Empire eventually ran out of. That is now occupied solely, well, not solely by goblins, but mainly by goblins after they overthrew the Hobgoblins and ran them to extinction. But Ganymede have a unified government because the goblins just like, cool, we overthrew the our Hobgoblin overlords. Now what? Like they didn't really know how to like raise a government or form a state.
Oh, incoming. Oh, they fucking cut me off.
No, I see it. Get ready on right guns. But yeah, so
get him! I'm going downstairs.
I'm out of ammo. I'm gonna help repair. are running a little bit low on cannonballs, so
yeah,
if we can't kill this galleon, we should probably just skedaddle.
But yeah,
We can get him.
is because like Ganymede doesn't really have a unified government like a lot of the other continents do. It's just sort of like various goblin tribes and warlords. Just they're like, we should come up with a unified government eventually, but none of them really know how to. So it's a bunch of like disunified like warlords and small little tribes. And because of this, goblins have just sort of run off and done their own thing like elsewhere. So that's how you sort of get like they have a reputation for being thieves and mercenaries, sort of like goblins that you get in 5e traditionally. And then I mentioned the story with Larian. So all these are just kind of independent, doing their own thing. There's trade relations. Sassafropa specifically has been on the sort of uptick because that's the first place.
We're in perfect position, boys.
Really developed. So a lot of this pioneering steam technology is coming from Sassafropa, but the
Get close to them, I'm gonna kick them.
Oh, come on!
Right.
Keep hitting him.
The only place taking real full advantage of that is Gardenia with a big factory.
Oh, fuck was that?
That was
Steam power on
I blew
Larian,
him up.
but it's really reserved.
They're still up.
Rail lines up north to experiment with military technology. So the Kingdom of Larian kind of standing by to see what happens.
I
So
see.
they're just like, this is a huge, big event that's happening, but we don't want to get involved to possibly bring it to our own borders. There's no real government anymore for us to do stuff with. A lot of the companies that we found valuable are now just sort of coming to others. So like agricultural companies that once ran off of Larian are now working off of Gavardenio. So the other
They're sinking.
kind of there's independent adventuring parties that go there, like the party of players.
All right, keep that up. Keep,
But
yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
largely just sort of standing by about like, oh, we'll see what happens.
Wait,
but
is
we're
that
not too
white?
invested with sending over assistance.
Oh no, that's purple shark. Okay, I thought that was a white shark for a second there. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We have to deal with a shark and a armada. Do we want to just get out of
Let's
here?
just get the stuff
We
to
do.
Skedaddle because we don't have
Yeah,
enough
okay.
cannonballs to kill the
Okay,
shark.
this should be. We should be in good position to grab the stuff.
Aye, aye. Wait, that's not it.
Not yet. Not yet.
Here
Oh,
it is. It just came out.
right side, right side.
Okay.
I'll turn us more.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, Todd, you're just talking about lore stuff and Miles
yeah.
looking up DoorDash. All good.
But yeah, so like the other continents in the world of Diora have a role, but the incident has largely been isolated on Larian. And like a lot of the party, there's a lot more people going out than in, obviously, and that's one question that I get to the party. Just like, this place is
I think this is
in
it.
shambles in the midst
Okay,
of a
well, let's get out of here.
Closest outpost.
Party
Fuck, if we're by Reapers.
Positive Reapers.
Daggertooth behind us.
Alright, turn us around.
Do we have one more quest to do? Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. Sunken Shore.
Sunken
I
Grove.
am gonna have to go. Could we drop stuff?
Yeah,
Oh
sure.
yeah, okay. Yeah, we could drop stuff and then I can get dinner. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
I mean, we can just 2-mana sloop until somebody else wants to join.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, we
great.
can-
Oh, come on! That is such bullshit.
What happened?
We literally collided into a fucking galleon.
Because it came out from the deep.
Oh, hello.
It surfaced into us.
But yeah, but we have one more kill skeleton quest on the wheel, so we could always just
We can always just forgo it. Yeah, fuck it.
yeah. Like I say, let's take a break. Then we'll do a call like who all wants to play, and then we'll either boot up this ship again or we'll boot up a new ship.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, so, what was I gonna talk about? I don't know.
More for Aoth.
Megalodon is still after us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be. Get used
It'll
to
go
it.
away once we get to an island.
Yeah.
Talk about Toy's backstory. That's a lot of fun.
Well, I don't know if we want to, because that's spoiler territory.
Well, we're passing right over them.
Yep. No, what was
Galleon coming in left side. Be careful.
Yeah, we'll
Yep.
get out of its range soon enough, hopefully.
Daggertooth is more to our north by northeast. Northeast by
I'm on the
north.
cannon. I'm on the cannon, so if somebody wants to adjust that,
I'll take that.
Wonderful.
Got it.
That'd be just great. Incoming. Ah, wonderful.
Jesus.
What did we get hit
Grab
by?
by all weapons. Barrel ball.
Oh, yay, barrel ball, lovely.
But it doesn't affect the crates that we have stuff in.
True.
Also,
Well, opinion on meal
I could just
yeah.
I could just pick stuff out of the barrel even when there's like purple over it. So I don't know what it's actually doing.
Is that an exploit? I feel like that's an exploit. Oh, good.
What?
Ow. Getting stuff out of the yeah.
Put it.
A little bit, I guess.
Or I may just always be picking them out right when the effect is over and the like effect hasn't gone away yet.
Maybe.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you!
This is probably the most
I'm repairing.
magic ball spam that a galleon has done. Also, am I upgrading my galley for y'all? I mean, Rod is probably gonna leave, so if anything, we're getting another brig.
Yeah, or we could do a tent call for Tay or Zach.
We're barrel bombed.
Oh, yeah, we could.
I would love to take the Rosy Bell out tonight.
I see an enemy player brigantine to our right. Behind the rocks.
Sailing laterally, so.
Yeah. Just heads up.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, start turning true north.
We're perfectly aligned with Daggertooth.
Well, we want to go on the side of the Sovereigns, so.
All right.
That's more.
But I'll turn more to the left.
Port, yeah, turn port.
I left port to go right to star.
Adjusting all my decor.
Your other port.
I left port to go right to star.
I go airport.
What?
Ah.
Airport?
Yeah, what's an airport anyway?
No, incoming.
No, it's not.
Uh-huh. Oh.
I think it's trying to, but we're moving, so it missed.
Curious. What was I gonna? Yeah, no. So it's essentially a standing army to essentially keep the peace, even though it's kind of weird how the war machine is ramping up during a supposed
Peacetime.
age of peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's something that they're probably gonna have to investigate.
That's something I'm excited for me or for Infernal, is I don't want to give exact details. But if you remember, during the Civil War, they premiered the first type of weapon that becomes very relevant by World War I.
Yay!
So, the Royal
I know
Engineers...
exactly what it is.
The machine gun? Machine gewehr.
Gatling guns, baby.
Yeah.
Like the old handbrake style. And the Royal Engineers are hard at work, so that's gonna be revealed at some point.
Daka 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 daka.
Yeah, it
That's
really
a fun
is Daka
thing.
Daka.
Yeah, that's a,
Oh wait,
that's
no,
a
bring
fun thing I
everything
wanna
up top.
get
Bring
into
everything up
later.
top. What
Yeah.
We're gonna go up
That's
close.
a fun thing I want to get into later, is the rivalry between the Royal Engineering program and the Royal Magicians.
All right, get ready to sails up in a bit.
Yep.
Actually, right now.
But yeah, because the world is entering...
Keep the front one up, down.
Yep, guide us in.
Yep. But yeah, the world is entering into industrial age. So there's ultimately the question of, is magic going to be outmoded by this new technology?
Right.
It's something that happened quite a bit before the Infernal Invasion.
Mine is just gonna be how does magic make World War I even bloodier?
No,
Yeah,
that's the thing,
no,
is
me
like
too.
there's a lot of that things that the party have discovered is, oh, we don't want these to be competition, how could like technology complement magic or vice versa?
All right, sails up, sails up.
Between the engineers and the magicians and the weird synthesis that they can
Yeah,
do. When
Yeah,
they work
just
together.
drop.
There you go.
All right.
Perfect.
Nice.
What a run.
Hell yeah.
Alright, now let's turn
Oh
all
yeah,
this
no,
in
we
without
wanted to do
sinking, and
Monkey
we'll call it a
Island.
success.
Oh man. Oh well.
Oh, we can, I
That's
mean, that's gonna be
fine.
around forever. We can do that another time.
Yeah, we could do that another time.
All right, I'm gonna go upstairs
Yeah, I
and
need
start
more-
using the.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll start using the harpoons.
Yeah.
Harpoons.
What I had wanted to do is sort of like do more of standing army, more of a call of nationalism, and how that plays with like growing tensions of different nations. Because of course, if like the big ever so present empire is starting to ramp up its war machine, nations that are sort of orbiting around the empire are gonna start getting a little bit uneasy.
Yep.
No, that's the fun
Which
thing
is-
with Larian.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, why are you buying all of those sticks of dynamite? Nothing. Don't worry.
No,
No,
don't worry about it.
don't worry
The
about it.
emperor protects.
Are you still
Yeah.
angry at me for that barbecue I threw the other day? No, don't worry. Hey, can I get more four other crates of dynamite? Thank you.
Prep the artillery cannons.
How much is nitroglycerin nowadays? But yeah, that's the fun thing about Infernal is you're getting to come into the aftermath of this great kingdom, this great empire on its knees and on its last leg.
I do like
And just
Dying World.
Active. Okay,
Sort of like
our
mine, but
system is
different.
completely collapsed and it didn't work. How do we yeah, it's just like how do we come back, and is the royal family and the royal government even worth rebuilding? And that's a question that the Larian government is going to have to reckon with, or what's left of the Larian government is going to have to reckon with once the Infernal Invasion is pushed out and they have their lands back.
Yes. Hashtag land back.
Yes.
Based. I mean, it's sort of like my world sort of has like fallen technology of like a super advanced race known as the Ancients that essentially just left, and all of like their sort of fantastical and impossible machinations just sort of lying around, just unused. But the knowledge isn't really that common, so people don't really know how they work until now.
Yeah.
Where people are now starting to become more and more educated on like how to use impossible architecture and how to essentially warp reality to their command.
Yeah, that's the fun
like
thing
that.
about Infernal 2 is the Angels specifically, because like the Angels were created by the Elder Craftsmen to like push back the Infernal Invasion, and now their job is to be the protectors of the universe. So the religion doesn't really, revolve around like worshiping the Craftsmen as gods. It revolves around worshiping the Angels as the protectors, because the Craftsmen are just like, yeah, we'll make the world and we'll oversee it. While the Angels are like actually concerned with the goings on of the material realm. So like there's other religions, but it's not like we think the Angels are there. There is definite real evidence that the Angels are like an actual force in the the celestial planes. So the question of the Infernal Invasion is hell is invading the material plane. Where are the Angels? They should be here. They should be doing something.
Yeah,
so that's just like a question.
Yeah,
it's just like, why is the only angelic activity coming from small individuals, and we haven't heard any activity from like the archangels or the realm of protection as a whole? Like, where are they?
We're selling? Oh fuck! I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was watching this video that Emily sent me, which is this girl in these two girls in a wrestling competition, Greco-Roman. And they're just one of them is just going ham on the other one and like pinning the other one like 7 times within 10 seconds. It's insane.
Hot.
Very much so.
What? Anyway.
I too love violence.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, I should definitely send you a link so that you can see one of the bosses that I've written for these guys to encounter. I think you might like it, but
oh yeah. Also, the Draconic cults is very relevant.
Cults are fun.
Infernal.
Yes,
the dragons were like a great force that like drove the dinosaurs.
I like to imagine like if we had like a cult of fucking dinosaurs here in real life. That'd be really funny.
No, that was literally
they're called creationists.
Yeah, that was one of the catalysts for like the treacherous one. Is you made these great powerful creatures to dominate this world. They were killed, and you're just shrugging and going on with it.
A touch of
class. Why do you accept that? But yeah, that's the dragons. They were given magic and they had intelligence so quickly. The dragons were just like, oh, we're more powerful than these weird humanoid things. We're gonna rule over them and create draconic empires, and that was a thing. Until it almost.
But there is one they fear. In their tongue, he's called Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Yeah, we're getting to that. But yeah, it almost looked like it'd be a repeat of what happened to the dinosaurs to the like new sentient beings. Especially because now the dragons have magic. They have their draconic breath. So they're not only huge, powerful animals, they're huge, powerful animals who can shoot fire out of their mouths. But
True.
The Craftsmen, in one of the very few times they've ever intervened with the material plane, was just like, yeah, we're not letting this happen twice in a row and possibly bring on a treacherous one who has learned from the mistakes of the last one. And so they brought on what is known as the Great Draconic Purge, where the angels themselves descended from the heaven to kill the Dragon Emperor. So like a huge, iconic piece of angelic art is the Archangel Jeremiah chest of the dragon, of one of the great dragon emperors. And so dragons are around, but in very limited numbers, and most of them are just like, yeah, we're not going to bother with the Empire thing anymore, because that didn't go well, so we're just kind of doing our own thing. But there are a few select dragons who would like a return to tradition, as well as ancient draconic cults that have remained from the ancient times when they still ruled the world, looking to possibly bring back their old masters.
Yes.
Valid.
And
All
also,
right.
that's how Drow became a thing, because they were elves who chose to like join these draconic cults, and as sort of a symbolage of their loyalty, they would use magic to turn their skin to the color of whatever draconic overlord they were worshipping. So, like red dragons, their skin would become blue, and after the collapse of the
I
draconic
made a terrible
empires,
joke about that when he was explaining
Yeah.
it the first time.
yeah. I know, but and like over time, as like, cause like a lot of the like after the draconic empires fell, they were just like, oh, we don't want to have anything to do with Drow anymore because they're draconic cultists. So Drow were slowly just sort of like sent to do like they lived in their own little private colonies, and over time, all these Drow of like different skin colors have like sort of melded. So any like big like prismatic differences they have are gone. So now Drow are just like universally dark skinned. And you have like there is occasionally like they all have pale hair, some will have like red hair or blue hair, like blue eyes decoding their draconic ancestry, but elves are just sort of this offshoot that their ancestors worship dragons, and that just sort of though the draconic empires have been gone for thousands of years, people still don't really trust Drow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, what
I need to go because
Oh yes.
yep.
All
So
right,
thank
take care,
you, Baron. Yeah, thank you so much for the companionship. Thank you so much for telling me all about your campaigns. I'm super excited to see them.
Commander Rod on Twitch and YouTube.
Follow Yektan on Twitch, on YouTube too.
Also, if you want to see these campaigns that we've been rambling about, Rod plays his live on Twitch.
Yes.
I will have a YouTube channel for them. Well, I
Eh.
have a YouTube channel for them, but I haven't
Yeah.
exactly been
Go
pushing
watch
it
go
yet.
watch my one shot and my one shot alone.
Let's do it, baby. All right. Take care, everybody. I love you all, and I'll see you
Love you. Bye,
next
bye.
time. Bye.
Man.
I was gonna say something, then Miles says Jewish ninjas.